It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How is everyone doing today?
Good.
Woo, woo.
We have a major problem today.
Oh, no.
Joe.
What?
The communication that I have on the app with the air conditioning units in this home
Oh, no.
is down for maintenance right now, and it is freezing in here.
Communicate. I got to tell you, and I'm right under the thing, it's no colder than it normally is.
Right, but normally
Yeah.
about this time I've lowered them already, so
Yeah.
it's starting to get a little warmer in here. I mean, my equipment's cold when I touch it.
Do you need me to go in the do the thing?
No, because you'd have to go in every room of the house,
Oh,
including my bedroom where my wife is
Oh
sleeping
no.
and the children's bedrooms.
We don't
Okay.
want that.
You don't
I
want that.
You don't
I
have a
want
fever,
that.
do you?
No. You say a
like-
fever?
Yeah.
No.
Because usually, like, I think it feels normal.
Right.
Yeah. and
No.
you're like,
it
it's
is normal.
freezing.
It is normal. No,
Yeah.
it's freezing and it's normal, but it's going to stay that way,
Right.
as opposed to slowly warm up a little bit.
Sometimes
So-
when you're getting sick, it's like you're colder than everybody
Yeah.
else.
Are
No.
you saying he'd have to go and turn everyone down to do the stuff in the house or for out here?
Well, in order for it to be, everything flows through here first before it flows to the rest of the house. That's why it's always so cold in here. We don't have a specific unit for here. It's
Oh,
wired that whenever
gotcha.
it blows in here first.
Gotcha.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
it blows.
By the way, yesterday I heard you already scared the hell out of my wife yesterday. So
I
we
did.
don't want that to
Yeah,
happen
I
again.
apologize. Yeah, I did not mean to do that.
What did you,
What a jerk.
I was filling up my water bottle in your kitchen, and she was looking at her phone, and she walked into the kitchen, and normally,
had no idea you guys were still here because I had to leave early.
right, and normally when I see her coming, I like to give her a heads up, but I could tell that at the point that she had at the threshold that she crossed,
Right.
there was no going back. So she crossed, and I said, "Hello, Amanda." She went, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" I'm sorry, I apologize.
I like to, whenever I know that people are coming, whenever I like to make like cat noises so they know that somebody's in there.
That's actually
Late at night, dark.
I do like a snake.
I got Spanish yesterday.
Yeah.
I was
yeah, you did.
going out to move my car, and I knew that he was coming out behind me, so I just stood at the doorway and made a face like that. He was right in the door.
it was very jarring.
I don't find those girls attractive that turn their eyes crooked on Instagram.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't do anything for me. It's not like the Carmen face. Both eyes to one side is fine, but one eye one way and one eye the other one looks like that.
But what?
Precious.
Who's doing that?
Yeah.
It's a trend with girls. They're doing it to music.
The crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones that do all
Yeah.
this. and
Well,
do
no,
that
but there's
stuff?
like a really pretty girl, and she just does like big eyes, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
but
I
then
know
all of a sudden
exactly.
she'll cross one, and you're like, well, what are you doing that for?
And they bite and they do that stuff.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one you're talking about. I'm amazed that they have so many followers. Like people are watching that
Yeah.
just because it's like
I follow the one girl
It-
because she's beautiful.
it's weird music. Yeah, and there's a lot of pretty ones. There's one that looks like she's AI, and maybe
Yeah.
she is. I don't know.
No, they most of them look like they're AI.
Because there's one blonde one that I know and one dark haired one that I know that'll come up in like my reels, and I go, "What is it?" And then it's just 10 seconds of burp, beep, burp, beep,
Yeah,
burp,
yeah.
burp,
Do you
bite,
guys
and doing-
All right.
Do you remember when they were imitating the emojis
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
people
yeah.
were doing? They were doing like the cat.
Yeah.
Carmen, there is nothing that makes me
Wait.
go, "What is going on in your life?" more than the guy that was doing that, where he was eating hot dogs and he was making noises, and it's like, that's somebody's son. You know what I mean? But he was also like 20 something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh Lord. Although, he's probably laughing at me as he drives away in his Ferrari. But, I'm just like, what is going on in your life?
Yeah.
Speaking
It's
of
a weird thing.
Speaking of algorithms, between you and my wife,
Are you getting his horse hooves?
I am keep getting suggestions to follow horse hoof trimming, and I do not want to. I have no interest in that, but it's showing up in my algorithm because my wife now is sitting on the couch watching horse hoof stuff.
About
Gia,
20
are you-
years ago, there was when HD TVs first became a thing, my wife would watch this medical show where all they did was breast augmentation. And after a year, she's like, I'm good. I go, what do you mean? She goes, I think I could do one. So that's how I feel about horse hooves, that I feel like
Yeah.
now I can just roll up to a farm and be like, I'll help you guys out.
Yeah, she's all into it now, and you're into it. It's loading my algorithm with, you might enjoy this.
Gio, you're getting the horses. I'm getting the whores from you.
Oh.
Every whore that
All
shows
right.
up is like, you should follow this person. I click on it. Gio.
Yeah.
Follows
Yeah.
them.
Wait, it shows who
Yeah,
follows?
what?
Yeah.
You
it
what?
does.
scumbag.
And they're all the ones that have a private account. And if this one gets shut down, follow my other account over
Yeah.
here. And you follow all of
Oh,
them.
you gotta have backup. You gotta have backup.
That's efficiency.
Yeah.
Spanish sent me a lot of those.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy.
I did see. So it came on my reel, and it was a hot girl, and I click on it, I watch it, I was like, oh geez, like, well, who's this, whatever. And I click on it, and it says in her bio, "This is the link you're looking for." And I was like, oh, you got me.
They're smart.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
I don't want the hoofs. I don't need it.
I don't. I can't stop watching them. I don't think I follow any, but there are some in my algorithm now that I could just watch them.
Yeah.
every
What
once in
if
a
it
while.
was hot girls making faces while they fixed
Oh.
hooves?
Oh.
Man.
or with hooves?
Yeah.
You
That
might
would be
enjoy
even better.
this. It's a
Yeah.
horse hoof.
By the way, speaking of girls with hooves, can we all admit that the full body spray native or whatever it is, the girl that's part horse is weird? Have you seen that?
I
Has
don't think
anybody
I've seen
this?
that. No.
No.
There's a commercial.
What's your algorithm?
Carmen, have you seen it?
No.
It's a commercial. I think it's native deodorant, whatever, and it's a full body spray. And she's like, "Can you get under my tail?" So they're like, "Yeah, it's weird."
Hot.
And
Oh.
but she's not even attractive. She's like, she kind of looks like that girl from One Time in Band Camp. You know,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
her, but it looks like that girl where she's almost pretty but goofy looking.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Do you remember how funny and shocking that was in that Bandcamp line when it came up?
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at Joe with the fast fingers over there. That's
Oh,
it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Oh, she does look like band camp.
Yeah, but look
Right?
at those thighs. I want to bite them.
Wait.
But it's so weird. And
So
she
weird.
she hands the can to the other girl, and she's like, "Can you get under my tail?" And I'm like,
That's
"Oh, what is under your tail?"
Yeah, I'm not
Who
buying. I
knows?
don't even know what she's selling, but I'm not buying.
Yeah, I'm not buying it either. I think that's why I get it, is between horse hooves over here and hot girls seeing this.
I gotta cut back.
Yeah, you do.
Get back to midgets.
Yeah. I do love the midget stuff.
I've been focusing on guys getting kicked in the nuts and kids falling downstairs.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day of a midget girl, and she was showing her nails that she had just got done. In the comments, is this an alligator hand?
Oh.
Check your blood pressure. All these different things. I was like, oh, it's brutal. The girl's just trying to have nice nails.
The internet always wins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love those accounts now that just show comments. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
People are mean,
Yeah.
man. I love it. When you dream, can you read in your dream?
Can I read in my dream?
Like
I don't
signs
know.
and stuff.
Yeah, like if I try to read something, I speak almost gibberish, and I'm like, why can't I read? I think about it all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is great. No, you're gonna love this, guy. Last night, I was in a band, an impromptu band, and they were singing really well. And the guy threw me the microphone. We were singing Cheap Trick, and he gave me the microphone, and I was like, "Here I go. I'm in my dream. I'm going to sing like a." And I could not sing. I can sing, but I was terrible at
Yeah.
singing. Very much like real life.
Yeah.
I thought for sure in my dream I was going to sound like Robin Zander.
Nope.
Did you know you were in a dream? You
No,
could tell?
not
No?
at that point.
No, that's
No,
too bad.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, you
I
can
watched
lucid dream at that
Inception.
point.
This weekend. Yeah, that is a.
That's got your dreams going crazy.
Well, it did because I had to drive up a hill, and I ended up going straight up the hill. And I was halfway up. I was like, "Should I keep going? I'm straight up and down." And that's totally because I watched Inception the other day. That's such a great movie.
It
It's
is
so
a good
hard to
movie.
follow if you really. I mean, I get the gist of it, but if you really want to follow every second of it, you know what I mean? Because it's always moving and weird, and you don't know what's a dream and what's not. That was really a good, smart movie to write.
That was good and interesting, but then he did that other one. What was the other one with Denzel Washington's son in it? It was like
Yeah.
it was too much.
That one I couldn't follow.
Right.
I want to say tartar, but that's
Something,
not
yeah,
what it
it's
is.
a-
Tenet.
Tenet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You're
Tenet,
close
that
to
one was-
Tartar.
Tartar, yeah.
That one, I was like, I don't know, maybe a half hour or 40 minutes in. I go, I'm
Yeah.
out. It's too, I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Right. Okay. Good. Because I didn't. I was like,
I've watched it like 5 times. I really enjoy it. I'm not.
I
gonna
watched
lie.
it a few times just to try and pick it up wherever it's at and see if I could follow it, and it's just hard to do.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, yesterday I said, Everybody says Dune 2 is really good, but both my wife and I fell asleep during Dune 1. Dune 1 was just boring to me. It was just not
Yeah.
good. And maybe I was tired because my wife said, I think we have to watch the first one. I go, I don't know. They said you don't really have to,
Nah.
so maybe we don't have to torture ourselves again.
You got to really pay attention to like what's happening in the first one, like the storyline. Like if you're just
Really?
kind of
Yeah,
casually
re-
watching it, you
refresh.
No, listen, I am number one all in on movies.
Yeah.
If anybody is watching a movie with me and they pick up their phone, I go, are you watching? Watch the movie.
That's how I feel with my wife during Jeopardy. I go, you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
I just answered a really hard question. You didn't look at me with wide eyes. Like, how do you know that?
Nothing is worse whenever I say something to my wife and I'm trying to be funny or doing something, whatever, and she's on her phone and she goes, yeah. And I go, cool, good talk. See you later. Sure. Then I walk away.
Wait, did you like it?
Did I like what?
Dune 2.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Oh.
I said that everybody was saying that it was
Oh.
very good.
All right. I thought you watched it.
I haven't committed yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dune 1 still has me gun shy.
You got to
Yeah.
carve out like some time to sit
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
This is like 3 hours,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
There's
come on.
far more action in the second one.
It'd be nice if Carmen didn't have to have her floors done. We'd be able to watch in my theater.
Wait.
Oh yeah,
I also don't like the hose in the nose. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's
but
interesting.
Zendaya makes it hot.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like the hose in the nose. It's like a CPAP machine all day. I watched a commercial last night for that thing where they implant it in your body
Oh.
so that you don't have sleep apnea
And
anymore.
Joe
Heart.
says don't do that.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't do that.
I like the machine. I like the CPAP.
Yeah.
I feel like the government can take control of you that way.
Dude, for sure, man. It's like a Bluetooth activated device.
Yeah, it's called Inspire.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't
My
seem
mom
like they're-
has it.
doesn't
Your
seem
mom
like-
has it?
Yeah.
And
And she doesn't like it.
I don't like it because she forgets to turn it on. She forgets to turn it off. You know,
I
it's
would
set
do
on a
that.
timer.
Yeah.
You know, she's going to be 87 in August. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Plus, I feel like somebody could shut her down
Yeah.
or just
Yeah,
make her
dude.
do things.
Yeah.
Be like, beep, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Joe's mom, get over here.
If she can turn it on and off from her phone, you know for sure somebody else is
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
For
No,
sure.
Wait a
remember
second.
Mission Impossible? They inject that thing and they can kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Make your brain blow up.
What's the worst out of any movie, worst thing that you would want to have done to you out of any like futuristic weird thing or like that where they
Minority
inject the thing?
Report.
Minority Report? What?
Yeah.
Which
when
part?
Remember when he's in the bathtub and those things crawl into his eyes?
Pretty bad.
Ugh.
You know what I think the grossest thing? The Matrix when they put
Oh,
that thing in his
yeah.
belly button.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
Oh, get it out of my belly button.
yeah.
Crawls right in
So
there.
weird.
Joe, so what is that thing? What does that thing do?
it's supposed to trigger something in the back of your throat that makes you sleep or it makes you breathe better.
Oh,
Okay, so, but it has a tendency to maybe dry out sometimes. So I don't necessarily like it. For you, I think it would be great because you're a little more tech savvy.
Yeah.
But
then your 87-year-old
than my
mom.
87-year-old
Because
mom.
Elon Musk doesn't have enough access to your body.
Here's my problem. I don't mind the CPAP machine when I sleep with it. In fact, last night I got up to pee. I came back. Seinfeld was on. I watched a couple of minutes of it, and I thought, why can't I fall asleep? And I realized, I'm not wearing my dumb mask. That's why. But I can't wear that on a plane. You know what I'm saying? If I go on a trip, if I had the thing in my chest, it would be better.
Do they have CPAP machines that are like travel machine? I mean, not travel
They do.
like.
They have them have small ones, like
Right,
the size
yeah.
of a dollar bill. Excuse me, but who wants to be sitting on a plane with a mask on? You know,
So the Inspire machine actually is a device that triggers your tongue. It keeps your tongue tight instead of letting
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
relax.
Tight, tight, tight.
Yeah.
My
By
wife does.
what? Electric shock?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Electric-
yeah, that's
yeah.
so
Oh,
weird.
Yeah, because I guess when their website is saying when you sleep, your tongue relaxes and it blocks the airway, so that
Right,
device keeps
yeah.
your tongue taut.
You're saying
While
mom's
you
got a
sleep.
tight tongue, huh?
I'm not saying that, Gio. You're saying
Oh
that.
my
tight.
By the
Yeah.
way, speaking of stuff that you can do on your phone, Carmen, I think I'm about to change your world if you don't
Okay.
already know this. I almost texted to you last night, but it was already too late, and I was like, I can't do it. Have you heard of Emoji Kitchen?
No.
If you Google Emoji Kitchen,
Okay.
this will come up, and it has a bunch of different emojis, and it says "Get cooking," and then you can create your own emojis.
What?
You can go this one plus this one equals this one, and then you just copy that one and put it in the text.
Oh, man,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
in.
cool.
That's
So-
cool.
Can I
Yeah,
get
it's-
the gun back? Because when they took the gun away,
Yeah.
I was
It may have the
disappointed.
gun. It's got like a bunny rabbit, a chili pepper, a cactus. It has all the different faces,
Yeah.
but you can like smiley face plus freezing cold face, and then it's a smiley freezing cold face.
Oh,
Equals
like
us
that.
in the studio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Isn't that pretty cool?
That's
That is-
awesome.
that is
Thank you,
Emoji
Galvin.
Kitchen is what it is. Yeah, people will be losing their mind.
I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how to present this.
All right.
Carmen,
Mhm.
No.
do you know what the morning show is at FLZ?
FLZ.
Don't look it up.
No. Is
Free
that
libraries.
Joe?
I don't know.
The Joe show? I think
Is
that's
that
the
still
Joe.
on? That can't be on.
Yeah,
Based,
it is.
based on the ratings, that can't still be on.
Do you
there.
want me
It
to
is.
look?
No,
That's-
no, that's fine.
It's the Joe show.
Galvin,
Mm-hmm.
what is on the radio in the morning on WFLA?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm bad at this. I really don't know a lot of other things. I don't know.
Not Jack
Spanish.
Harris.
Not Jack Harris. What is on the morning on
Yeah, right.
Wild?
That I know is in Orlando, right?
In Orlando and who?
I know.
I know you know.
Oh, okay.
I know he has Meredith. I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Used to be a time where I knew them all.
Yeah, I know Orlando. That's it.
Gio, who does mornings at the Dove?
And Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And Dick
Marconi.
Ring.
Marconi.
Nope.
I know Gio knows this, so don't say anything.
Yeah.
What station is Cameron Dilly on?
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. Cameron Dilly, after 45 years, is signing off.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
the Christian station.
She,
No.
Joy, Joy FM.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
It's a her?
Cameron Dilly, the heiress to the Dilly Bar from Dairy Queen.
It's a guy.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. All right. He
I thought he
is-
played outfield for the race.
Cameron Dilly is on US 301.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
I don't
Is
know.
it an FM station?
Yes.
Cameron Dilly,
Legend.
willy nilly, is
Oh.
on.
Willie.
Yeah, how do you not go by willy nilly? Carmen, you're good.
Thank you.
You're going to be great at that emoji kitchen thing.
Willy dilly.
Cameron Dilly
Mm-hmm.
signs off on
Yeah.
Friday
Okay.
after, I think it's at what, 45 years
Wow.
I feel like we hardly knew him.
on WMNF.
M&M's?
MN,
What is that?
88.5 on the FM dial.
Oh, that's not a.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
We don't start counting till the 90s.
Right.
Right?
Cameron Dilly's been counting for 45 years, Carmen. I think he would disagree with you. I just think it's funny that they wrote this big article that Cameron Dilly, after 45 years of being on the radio, is retiring at the age of 71, and he'll have his final edition of the morning show on Friday, May 24th. Godspeed to him, and I think that it just blows my mind that I didn't hear that name until today.
Yeah.
And
The
on
bi-
top of that, I'm in the same time slot in the same job.
His bio. This is how it starts. Hailed as a Bay Area legend
Oh.
by Tampa Bay Business Journal, Cameron Dilly is re-owned for the power.
Re-owned.
Renowned.
All right.
Renowned.
Renowned.
Hey,
It
there
is
we
too
go.
early.
Bachelor's degree, everybody.
I don't
You're not going to make it 45 years reading like that, Carmen.
I don't start read till 7. Yeah.
I think I know the reason why we haven't heard of him. The station is 6,650 watts.
Well, it's interesting. I respect WMNF and I know what they do. They're community radio, and he probably is very tied into the community, and I get it. That's why the Tampa Bay Business Journal. I just thought that name would pop up once in our lifetime before he retired.
For 45 years.
Like
I
I'm
thought so
not-
too.
I just say I was doing an example is if we went around the room, we probably can't name all the other shows, but when you said Meredith, and yeah, we know Meredith is there, and then MJ is on, and those people, like you know what's happening. You just don't have to know all the details because you're working during that time. But the idea that this guy's been on for 45 years, and I don't think I've ever heard that name before in my life.
I've been a radio nerd since I was 16 years old in this market, and I've never
listened to music on MNF
Yeah,
before.
I've never heard of that guy.
They would play, on the weekends and stuff
Yeah,
when I
and
was
it's
younger. They'd play
public
punk
radio.
and stuff. Yeah, but that just blows my mind. Radio legend, good for him. Godspeed.
Does he have any Best of the Bay awards?
I don't know. That seems the kind of guy that would usually get
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
Now that our competition's taking a hit.
Let me tell you right now, I will want nothing to do with the Best of the Bay the way they run it now.
No.
You can't give a guy who doesn't have a radio show the award for best radio and
Yeah.
expect to be taken seriously.
Yeah, you lost all credibility.
Yeah, and then look, it doesn't matter. I don't care if I win, if I'm nominated, or any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. It never affects my life. I've won a bunch of times, and it's never changed anything. It's nice when the community shines on you and says, "Hey, you're the best at this," or whatever. But the way the system is now, it's so flawed. It's so ridiculous that any moron could win. You don't even need a radio show. I say we all vote for Love Tiger this year.
Yeah.
Make Love Tiger win every radio thing.
Yeah, why not?
That's how Miguel and Holly won.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And then the station threw a party for him.
Dude, that was one of the best things. One time I was in the station and Holly was there with some, I'm going to say person.
Pedophile? Oh.
No, I'm going to say person.
Okay.
Different P word.
All right.
And she said something smart ass to me. And I go, oh, yeah, congrats on your award. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And the one girl goes, what are you talking about? And I go, there was no way they were going to win without us. And the girl goes, I don't know who you are. And I go, I don't know what you are. And walked away. And I was just like, beat it, loser.
They don't get the joke.
No.
Like Hoppy never got the joke. That
No.
Hoppy puts on award-winning podcast. Nobody was listening to that podcast.
Right.
We made him win, and he didn't really get the joke.
Oh.
I don't know. It's hard. Ego.
He
Ego
thought
makes
he
you-
actually won.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Although he never won again after
Yeah.
that, and that
Shocking.
should be the perfect example of
Yeah.
whatever.
And
Again, it's different if it came with a $50,000 grant and you
Right.
won,
Sure.
and then you can be like, I won.
yeah.
But if it doesn't do anything, either way, I mean, if you won best podcast and then still had the same crappy podcast every time, it doesn't mean anything. Anyway, congratulations, Cameron Dilly. We'll miss you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The market will never be the same.
Market won't be the same, too.
That's too bad.
What is this elephant eating? I'm watching an elephant on Fox 13, and it's eating giant, looks like lollipops, but I know it isn't a lollipop.
It might be a lollipop. It might be like
Frozen
a frozen
watermelon,
fruit.
yeah.
Thing.
Oh, I used to feed. My dad used to live on a dead end in Holiday. He used to live on a dead end street, and the street that he backed up to was the fence of a farm, and there'd be nothing there. And then you turn around, and there'd be 10 cows there. They were like Jurassic Park cows. Sometimes I would come home at night and I'd get out of the car and I wouldn't see anything. And then by the time I got out of the car and turned around, there'd be 10 cows just staring at me. And it was the weirdest thing. But he also had an orange tree and a grapefruit tree in his backyard. And the fruit would fall and rot on the floor. So a lot of times when it fell on the ground, we would just throw it over the fence into the farm because it would just work its way into the farmland or whatever. But one time the cows were there and I said, will the cows eat the grapefruit? You've not lived until you've seen a cow bite into a grapefruit. Just bite down on it until it explodes, and then loved it.
Yeah.
Loved the grapefruit.
They're very
Yeah.
smart. Too,
And I
Michael.
wonder if you're just completely messing up.
Soured the milk?
Yeah. The farmer is like, what is going on with this?
Yeah. I didn't know either, but they loved it so much that every once in a while I'd go in the backyard and they would just all come and stand there and I'd be like, I got oranges for everybody. It was fun. I had friends that were cows.
It's interesting what cows and elephants and different animals enjoy. Like, they enjoy music. Like, you see people play music for them and they come over. Like, there was one where a guy was playing drums. He was just like beating the drum, whatever. And the elephant came over and took the beater and started hitting it
beat
and
it.
doing stuff. And then cows will just like lay down on people when they're playing acoustic guitar to them.
Oh,
Did
that's
you see the rock horse I sent you, Galvin?
I did.
Was that old? I didn't.
4,000 other people sent it to me, but
My bad.
That's
I
all right.
just thought I was like, oh, this is so cute. You like animals and rock music. This
I can't
horse
tell
like
you. I can't tell you how many times at the last second I just don't send it to Galvin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I went, yeah.
I thought about it, and I thought about it when I sent that to you yesterday, Mike. I was like, I'm sure people sent this, but I have to send it.
Well, I don't remember what it was.
The Derek Jeter herpy tree.
Oh yeah. That was
man.
pretty funny.
That is
That's
wild.
pretty funny. I still laugh at that commercial with the baseball commercial when he was like, all right, Derek, you're up. And both the Derek stand up. He's like,
Yeah.
cheater. That's good stuff. Anyway, all right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 with the phone numbers. We got a lot of things going on today. Galvin's got a brand new open letter coming up at 8 o'clock. I almost said 11 o'clock. I don't know why. I feel like I wanted to tell you something. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't about my dreams. Secrets? Is that what you said?
Secrets, yeah, secrets.
No, I'm going fishing Saturday morning, and I'm very excited.
Are
Deep
you going
sea?
out on a boat, or are you going just fishing, like
I'm
surf
going out
casting?
on a boat.
Going out on a boat?
Oh, that'll be
By
blast.
yourself?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
All right.
Why?
Because I have one of those yellow hats and suits, and I'm going to go out there like the Gordon Fisherman.
yeah.
Like,
no,
do you
I'm
know
going out.
that-
I'm going out on a party boat.
With people.
Well, I mean, there'll be other people. I'm going by myself, but there'll be other people.
Do you know the
there.
captain?
No.
So you're just by yourself gonna join the party?
What a bunch
yeah,
of
but
strangers?
the boat holds like 100 people.
No, I
Yeah.
understand that. I'm just saying you're just
Like,
this
did
guy
someone
by-
cancel on you?
Would
Your
it be
son
better
doesn't wanna
if I
go?
knew the captain?
yeah, like if,
yeah.
if it was the captain who was like, "Why don't you come out? We're gonna go out and and
No, I'm just going. And my son doesn't really. He goes when I ask him if he wants to go, but I know he doesn't really want to go.
Are you
how long
meeting a
is this
special
excursion?
friend?
How long?
I think it leaves at 8 and it comes back at 12. Not bad.
Nice. That's not bad at all.
No,
Do you
Wow.
usually fish alone?
no, but it's
I fish alone.
the last time I went with my son, and like he only went because I asked him to go.
Yeah.
And then I took my daughter and her friend one time, and they were miserable. They didn't want to do it after like 5 minutes of doing it.
You
so
need a
I'm just
fishing
going.
buddy.
I wouldn't say I need one. You're welcome to come if you'd like to come.
I hate fishing.
Yeah, you really hate
Yeah,
fishing.
yeah.
You know
My
who loves fishing?
stepdad was a big love fishing, and I hate it with a passion.
There
You know
go.
who loves
Understandable.
fishing, Michael?
Who, Joe?
Sugar Pants.
Oh,
She goes. Yeah, she
Fishing
used to
is
go
dope.
out a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
She actually told me she hates fishing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
see, that's
yeah.
not what she's telling me.
Just the other day, she was like, "I actually realized I hate fishing." She just hates being, I think, outside fishing.
I think she just likes being on a boat.
Yeah, she does
Oh.
like that. Yeah.
No, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Yeah, because I grew up fishing in South Florida. I love fishing. Fishing's
Oh.
awesome.
He's trying to invite himself.
No.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I like lake fishing. I don't necessarily like
Well,
ocean.
the problem with lake fishing to me is that you're not cooking and eating a lake bass. You know what I mean? And
You
Why?
can, sure you can.
Yeah,
I don't
why
know.
aren't
That
you?
just I'm unfamiliar with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no,
So
it's very common.
I don't want to like I like it, but you're basically for me just catching them and putting them back in. You know
Yeah,
what I
I'm
mean?
mostly catch and release,
Right.
but I mean there has been stuff that catching like whenever we'd go to Wisconsin, we would go and we'd fish all the time, and there's a lot of crappie and walleye and northern pike and all that stuff. And my brother caught a muskie. A muskie is one of the most difficult, they say, fish to catch.
All the guys in my family, they take a trip up to Canada.
Yeah,
for like a
Canada's
week,
really
and they
good.
go like trout fishing and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And they
trout
come
Yeah, I
over-
would
Trout's
like to
good.
do. I would
Bunch
like
of
to go in the lake, like one of those rivers, and do it there.
I remember
like, stand in
catching
the river.
perch when I was a kid. Like when I was
Perch is good.
in like Lake Michigan.
Perch.
Yeah.
If you're having
Yeah.
whitefish, it's usually perch.
Yeah.
And monkfish, I think, is like the fake
Fake
imitation crab stuff,
Yeah.
whatever is
Yeah.
like monk. But yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and catch a bunch of crap for a couple hours, but it's just worth it to be out there chilling out.
But like we would always, so when we lived in Illinois and we would vacation in Florida, we'd stay up in Sandestin. And Sandestin is like this, like a big golf resort thing. So we would just take our fishing poles and go over to the golf course and fish there. And there was bass like crazy in there. And so that's a lot of fun when you're catching fish. When you're out there and you're just sitting there forever, I hate that. And also, I'm not a big fan of going far out because it's just
No, I don't like to go
going
far
all the way
either,
out there and stuff,
especially
depending
on
on
a
the boat.
small boat.
Right.
But when I lived in Wilderness Lake in Land O'Lakes, I had a lake that was 3 houses down from me. But I had that old golf cart not the old golf cart, but the one with the big jacked up tires and it had
Yeah.
fishing rod things on the back.
Yeah.
So I'd pack up the golf cart,
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. I
drive
remember
3 houses down, and
where
be
that
like, "Well,
area
I'm here
was.
now."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good time. That was because Joey was little and he used to
Yeah.
like riding the golf cart, so we just
Yeah.
ride over there, take our equipment off.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
So
Yeah, I have a pond right outside of my neighborhood that a lot of people fish in.
Mhm.
yeah, the kids fish here all the time, but I'm like, you're gonna get snatched by a gator because
Yeah.
those gators come up all the time. So
Yeah, there's signs there. Beware of gators.
Ooh, I just
No.
thought about how sad my weekend is. My son graduates from high school tomorrow, and then I fish by myself on Saturday.
Oh.
Mm,
I know. My son's last day was yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry.
wild. I can't wrap my head around it yet.
Fishing by yourself, watching birds, talking about weather. When it rains, you say
Yeah.
we need this.
And
Yeah,
the
my
house is
knees
always
hurt.
cold.
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm officially old.
you might as well just get that Aspire put in. Get it over with.
Get that tight tongue.
Yeah,
I picked up Juliana from school yesterday.
moist mouth and tight tongue.
Oh my god.
It's a great morning show.
It's the new one on MNF.
All right, let's take a break and we'll get the show going this morning. Carmen will tell us what we have to give away, and we'll play Sporkle next on 102.5 The Bone. To Las Vegas to see Conor McGregor.
Nice.
A fight which I think I'm going to, even though I don't have tickets, because I already bought my plane ticket. So
Oh, did you?
I'll be there in Vegas.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
I'll hang out. I'll get in there.
You'll figure it out.
I'll
Yeah, that's
sneak in the
coming up.
back door.
That's at the end of next month. June 29th is that
Oh
fight.
my god.
Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas, and I think since I went with you guys a couple of years ago.
That was
a
It's
lot
of
been
fun.
some time, yeah.
That was
And
a lot of fun.
I'm due, and I'm taking my son for his high school graduation, and Pete's taking his son for graduation. So
Oh,
that
that's
should be
really
pretty
cool.
cool.
You gonna
Yeah.
check out the Sphere?
I mean, yes, I want to go to the next fight in September in the Sphere and see the show there because I think that'll be pretty amazing.
Yeah. I mean, they have like daily. You go there and watch movies and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. But it's
So-
also the hockey, the NHL
Yeah.
draft weekend. that
Yeah,
weekend,
they had U2 was out there, and then they had Fish out there. Now I guess Dead and Company are gonna
Yeah.
be out there. Which
Oh, that's
None of that
cool.
appeals to me. That's
No,
all.
but
It's weird that it's all the same genre of stoner music.
yeah, but I think they saw Fish did so well. They're like, hey, we can do
Yeah.
Dead and Company as well. So
Yeah, but I don't think that there's a band you can put in there that's not going to do great. You're in Vegas, you're in the Sphere, and I think everything is going to do.
you got to have the draw, though. You know what I mean?
You
'Cause
put
there are
Motley
some-
Crue in the Sphere.
Oh,
and it's
Motley
gonna
Crue,
fill it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about maybe just somebody who's like either kind of out of it or on the way up or whatever. You got to be an established.
Oh
name.
yeah. But there's plenty of bands out there. I mean, you put.
Sure.
Can you imagine Kiss in the Sphere?
Oh yeah,
That would be incredible.
yeah.
Just the video that would go along with it would be amazing.
Paul McCartney. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there's tons of yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate Dead and Company and that kind of stuff. I just don't care about it. It's not my thing.
I'm blown away. We've talked about it before, how there's so many different bands and people, that you necessarily have never heard of that sell out places.
Oh, yeah.
My wife just started liking this female singer, Chanel Rowan, or Chanel Rowan or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Have you
No.
ever heard of her?
No.
She sold out Janice. And she's actually really good. It's some
Yeah,
pretty cool stuff.
I learn a lot of music now. It used to be from my son, but now I can't stand his music. But I
Mhm.
listen to music from my daughter because she'll listen to like top 40 stuff, and every once in a while something will creep in that's really got some talent behind it.
Right.
So
You find out that a lot of these artists now are selling out venues because they blew up on like TikTok.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Like the clip of their song was used, a
But
million times.
before TikTok, it was TV commercials.
Yeah.
yeah.
And before TV commercials, it was movie soundtracks and stuff. So yeah, whatever way they can get in,
Like
they
they're
get
going
in.
viral on social media beforehand. To
Yeah,
sell tickets.
interesting. You bring up movie soundtracks. If you want to start thinking about it during news, I have something coming up about different songs and movie
Okay.
soundtracks.
All
All right,
Yeah.
my mind's already working.
Start working. Start thinking.
Whenever they show that picture of Trump in the yellow shirt with Stormy Daniels from back in the day, I go, I see it, man. She was smoking hot.
Oh,
back
she
then.
looks
Yeah.
great there.
She was.
Yeah,
That's like 2006, I think.
I don't remember, but she looked good, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's check in with Calvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I want to go see Conor McGregor, and I want him to retire right after his fight. And I'm done.
Yeah, I think he has a couple fights on his contract, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to, do it or whatever. Like I said, once you get hundreds of millions of dollars, you don't really want to be punched in the
Yeah.
face anymore.
No, certainly
know?
not at the rate in which they're getting punched in the face
Yeah.
or the magnitude that they're getting punched in the face.
I think I read this is the first of 3 fights he's under
Yeah.
contract for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. He's a completely different person from when he was.
Oh yeah.
Back
He's took
in
the
the-
money. I mean, he's super rich.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. Eye of the Tiger. We
Yeah.
learned from Rocky. We-
I want to go to the weigh-in. That's I'm more excited
Yeah.
for that than I
Oh
am for the
yeah,
fight.
the press
You
conference. and
stupid
stuff,
fool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
that kind
the
of stuff.
is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an actor now, man.
Yeah, sort of. Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. Their big Memorial Day sale is happening this weekend. It's happening the entire weekend, so you want to save tons of money on clearance markdowns on all your favorite brands. Stop into a Pelt store. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. They're going to have $10 off $75 coupons for full-priced items. Then they're going to have 10% off clearance items. Plus, they're going to have sidewalk sales with even more clearance markdowns. So stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
There's a pelt in my area this weekend.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, when I go fishing down there, there's a pelt in Clearwater.
Oh, yeah.
Swing on over there. Yeah, I've been over to that one. They're very nice over there. They have where you can get your feet digitally measured and
I
all
should
that
probably
stuff.
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
find out.
Get some Crocs.
Get the info.
Find out how many E's wide I am.
Mhm. Listen, you know how many people are out there right now with shoes that don't feel good on their
Yeah.
feet? You might need wider shoes.
Yeah,
you
man.
don't know what you're doing. I get wide shoes and I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a little vacation for your feet.
True, dude.
It's like a new apartment.
There is a new feature coming to Windows. I know you don't use Windows, you use the Mac stuff, but a lot of people
Actually, I
use.
use them both.
Oh, okay.
No.
Which records everything you ever do on your computer.
Well, I don't need that.
And feeds it to AI. Oh boy. It's called Recall, and it works in tandem with Microsoft's AI Copilot. They're hyping it as a way to, quote, retrace your steps, allowing you to quickly flip through all of your stuff you've been doing on your computer online through your messages, inside apps, and even within video conferencing. It's basically like a browser history on steroids, not to mention that everything is being analyzed by AI. Many people are hearing this and they're thinking about their privacy and security concerns. What if their privacy has a failure? What if it becomes a target for bad actors? What if they offer incentives to corporations, advertisers, all that type of stuff? But Microsoft insists that it's the future and that they've thought of all of that. They say the data is encrypted on your hard drive. Copilot works locally on your computer, so nothing is being sent away or accessible in the cloud.
If it's on the internet, if you're connected to the internet, it's accessible. Right?
They say you can pause the screen recording at any time and you can delete any data that you don't want remembered. It also won't record anything from private browsers, and the data is only available to the person whose profile was used to sign into the device.
I feel like they should just say, hey, we have this feature, trust us or don't.
Yeah.
Because when they say all this
Yeah.
extra
Or hey,
stuff, like,
this is what we're doing.
we're not going to look at your private browser. You
Yeah.
just want to be like, come on, what are you talking about?
So I'm sure you guys will all remember this. Do you remember there would be pop-up ads and it would be Jade and it would be some porn thing and it
I
would
remember
be
Live Jasmine.
The Live Jasmine. That's what it was. Yes, Live Jasmine.
this
We all
guy
saw
knows.
Live Jasmine. Whenever I first started dating my wife, she was on my computer and she goes, "What is this? Are you looking at porn?" I go, "You know what that is? It's from the betting sites that I go on, and it has other problems." I go, "I'd tell you if I'm watching porn. No big
Yeah.
deal."
A
But
lot
yeah,
of-
Live Jasmine. That was it.
A lot of these places will sell your data on the dark web, which is
Well,
why a lot
yeah,
of people
sure.
are
Yeah.
trying to sue like cable companies and internet companies to have access
Well-
or the rights to their own data.
Has anyone seen the new Netflix documentary about Ashley Madison?
No, no.
I've seen the thing. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh yeah, I still watched the first like half hour of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little like before my time, like, but what was it? Like, just there was one hacker that got it all the information, and they literally said, if you shut down your website, we won't put anything out. And the company refused to shut down, and that's why everyone got leaked because they were just
Yeah.
so
But
greedy.
and you know what's weird, Carm? My email address was on there when they released the thing. I've never. I mean, I can imagine that I may have gone to it on the air one time to
like to sign up,
or
just
or
to
may
see.
have just went to go see what it was at one point, but because there was a lot of talk about it. I mean, it was in the news.
But it literally showed you how much money you spent, how much data you used,
How
Yeah,
often you were on there?
how
Yeah.
often you were on
Yep.
there because you bought credits to
Yeah.
send messages and stuff like that, so you could see. But it was just amazing to like think one person got hacked this
Yeah.
one company
Yeah.
and made millions
Yep.
of people's lives miserable. So just like with this, they're storing your information. It takes one person to get all of that information.
Yeah, I don't trust any of that stuff because it's always going to go wrong at some point.
Sure.
So,
And when you say we thought of everything, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
You
also,
can't.
who's and I may be wrong on this, but whose wife is getting mad that you're watching porn?
Oh, she wasn't getting mad that I
No,
was.
no, not yours. I'm saying like whose is
There
getting
are-
mad?
There are
Oh.
some.
A lot of
There's
people.
some
Yeah.
women and some men that think watching porn is cheating.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
know. And if I found out my wife was watching porn, I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah. I'm always interested in what kind.
Do you
Yeah.
think
You
your
know?
wife would be mad if you were on with a cam girl?
Yes,
Okay.
that's different.
Okay. Well,
That's
I'm
different.
seeing what
wait,
levels.
Wait. Like a live cam
Mhm.
girl or like a. All right.
No, like a live cam girl where she knows whatever your name you give her.
She'd get
you know.
mad, I think, if I was giving anyone money.
Yeah.
You know? But if I was just in here on YouPorn or whatever, I don't think she'd care at
What
all.
about an AI cam girl?
No, I mean I don't know. She probably wouldn't want that either. But
It's more interactive.
I
It's
can't
more-
even see me ever being into. I don't even want real cam girls, let alone. The only time I ever paid any money for OnlyFans is out of real weird curiosity, like when it's somebody that I know. Like I'm like, oh, I know that girl. I got to see this. No, you know what I mean? But I've never, I've joined like maybe 4 OnlyFans for 1 month and then I'm out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the OnlyFans is a weird thing because it is like encompasses all that. Like it can be live, but sometimes you just get.
Oh, I've never
videos.
done any live stuff.
But you
I've
can get
looked
custom-
at pictures and stuff, and I've never. And I go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and then I go, all right, I'm done.
There was one girl that I almost because they'll do like custom videos, you know. There was
Yeah.
one girl that I almost requested a custom video.
Really? That would
Yeah,
freak me out.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah,
that.
she's gorgeous.
I remember way before OnlyFans and a lot of different stuff. Lilu Love sent me a picture of her like topless with it said "Happy Birthday,
Yeah.
Galvin," and I was like, "That's awesome!" I was like, "That's so wild." Yeah,
Is she still doing stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come I don't ever see that stuff?
Do you-
Twitter.
Follow her on social media.
I do. I just don't really check Twitter much.
She popped up on my Pornhub the other day because of what I was searching.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
What were you searching?
Well, yeah.
Lilu Love.
No, there's a.
Girls that I actually know.
Yeah, I can't say the first word, but machine was in the.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Got
Bert showed up. The NFL is moving forward this preseason with an optical tracking system for line to gain rulings, aka they're getting rid of the chains finally. Everybody's been saying it for years. It's like you have all this different technology and stuff. Bring out the chains.
Yeah, but they need to. The players need to see the chains.
That's what I thought.
Well, they need to see them on the sidelines.
No,
They'll
yeah,
have
they'll
other
still have
ways
the
to
marking on the
market.
sideline and stuff. You don't need the chains for the sideline. You know,
No,
you just
yeah,
need
yeah.
the marking.
They're not
on there.
measuring with it anymore.
This system had been tried out a few NFL stadiums this past season, and it will get a full preseason trial this summer. If the trial goes well and everyone's on board, the tracking system will be implemented for the full time for the 2024 NFL regular season. In March, the NFL's competition committee quietly approved its use across all teams in the preseason, but before the league fully implements it to the full season, it wants to make sure that the system works well enough to be trusted.
All right, it's only a matter of time before we don't need refs anymore.
Yeah.
dude.
Did you see the breakdown of how much it would cost if you wanted to watch every single game
No.
this year
Is it
without
bad?
Red Zone?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was like $850.
Wow.
Well-
Because you have to buy all the platforms, like all the different platforms that it's
You
on.
said it like you were going to go $850 million.
I was like,
But that's a lot of money.
it is a lot of
you're,
a lot of money, but you know,
you're already paying for these streaming services.
Yeah.
And now you have to pay an extra on top of that to get the games.
Yeah.
Like that just seems ridiculous.
It's good. It's NFL's basically going to become pay-per-view eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
is what it
yeah.
is.
Like that's how
all
it's-
these streaming everyone's like, oh, cut the cord, cable, it's way cheaper. No, it's going to go right back. It's going to end up being even more.
What do you think? First thing, Super Bowl is pay per view, and then they
for sure.
start doing the regular season
and then playoffs.
Not
Yeah.
only are you going to be paying, like, say, the NFL or whatever platform they're on, and say it's Netflix, not only will we be paying them, but you're also going to be paying your internet service provider a fee to
Right.
be able to access Netflix, just to be able to pay for that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you're
why
going
I'm
to get,
taping everything
yeah,
now.
they're going to hit you twice is what's going to happen.
And that's a lot of money. Like
Yeah.
I know you're rich, Mike, and you don't think $850 is a
No,
lot of money.
And the way you said it, you went
It sounded like it was gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I gotta.
Yeah, that was
jazz it
good.
up a
That was
little.
dramatic.
Right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Speaking of a lot of money, Mega Millions rolled over. No jackpot winner last night. So Mega Millions next drawing is on Friday, and the jackpot is estimated at $453 million.
Don't waste my time.
That'd be nice. That'd be
Listen,
nice.
you'd
We're
be
gonna
able
be
to
rich.
watch all the football you want.
That is true.
Yeah.
According to U.S. News and World Report, the best place to live in America is where?
There you go.
Listen, to make the top of the list, a place had to be have a good value, be a desirable place to live, have a strong job market, and high quality of life. That's what they looked at. So I have a few of the different places. I have like the top 5 and some of the other places around. But what do you think? What city in America best place to live?
Asheville.
Do you know?
I do know, yeah.
Austin, Texas.
No.
All right.
Bend, Oregon.
Not Asheville, Tennessee.
Asheville, Tennessee, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Is Asheville in Tennessee?
I think so.
To North
No,
Carolina.
it's
No,
North Carolina.
Carolina.
Asheville's in North
You're
Carolina.
an idiot,
Yeah.
Bill.
Nashville is in Tennessee. Asheville.
You live in jerk off place.
Nashville?
According to U.S. News and World Report, the best place to live in America is Naples, Florida.
Oh,
Naples, Florida, number 1. Number 2 is Boise, Idaho. Number 3 is Colorado Springs, Colorado. Number 4 is Greenville, South Carolina. And number 5 is in North Carolina, but it's Charlotte.
It's
not
Asheville.
Not Asheville, no. Some of the other places in Florida that they say are good to live. Number 11 is Sarasota.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 31 is Pensacola. I got to tell you, Pensacola is not great.
I feel
No.
the same about Naples.
Huh?
In all honesty,
Huh?
yeah,
Tampa came in at number 35.
that's not bad.
35.
Was Miami on there? at all?
Naples is Fort Myers,
Yeah, pretty much.
but it gets nicer as you get away from Fort
Really?
Myers. Yeah.
I've only
And there's a lot of money in Naples, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
all
a
right.
little quieter. Like it's not big city, but you're close to big city.
I'm in. Let's go.
I'm down.
And probably
Same.
probably lower crime, you know,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
different stuff.
I
in
only
there.
know it as like the place where old people go,
Right.
like Boca. Yeah,
I know it's where
that's
Captain
what I'm thinking
Ryan's
of,
is.
Boca.
Yeah.
Thinking of Boca.
Boca's great.
Pensacola's kind of dump.
Yeah, right?
The times I've been there.
Yeah, it doesn't have a great beach. It's not like, I
No.
mean, Destin's so much nicer.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. That's kind of weird. And then you guys ordering any McGriddles or anything today?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, don't order them from Australia.
Oh,
McDonald's
no.
in Australia say they are retraining their employees after a photo went viral. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Showing a manager using the heat lamp that they keep the fries warm to dry a mop head.
Oh!
Look, there's the picture. She's
Ew.
holding it right over the fries.
Why?
What an idiot.
Because you want to dry them up, Carmen.
What an idiot.
No.
Yeah, holding it right over the fries. Dirty.
That's a manager.
Yeah, it's a manager.
Yeah.
Dirty mop over your French fries, drying out so you know that it's dripping or shaking dirt at least
Ugh.
onto the French fries.
This is not a reflection of the entire McDonald's
No,
corporation.
no.
This is just a singular incident of an idiot.
Also, that's Australia. It's
Yeah,
a penal
stupid.
colony. They're all criminals over there.
Publix, I like Publix's new take on the commercials. Have you seen this?
No.
A really interesting looking, hot kind of girl. Like she looks, I don't know, she's
Exotic.
Everything.
exotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she sees herself as a little kid while she shops. It makes you, it tugs at you a little bit again, but
Yeah,
it's
She's
different
hot. She's not going to the ice cream aisle.
Oh, she's.
She
going
might. Hot girls like ice cream.
They should
Hot girls like ice cream.
They should have put her in the produce section.
She's doing stuff with the ice cream.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
all right. I'd watch that.
I've never seen a hot chick on the ice cream aisle.
Yeah.
No.
And you're on the ice cream aisle a lot.
Like I know the ice cream
Spent a
aisle.
lot of time there.
Yeah.
My
I've
wife is
never
an
seen her.
ice cream fan.
Yeah.
I saw her sneaking an ice cream little chocolate sandwich last night.
And plus, they have Halo and all these different ones that are,
Yeah.
you know, don't have a lot of different stuff in it.
Maybe my Publix is different, but
That
I've never
girl-
seen that.
That girl is hot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
She's got like she's
Dark
a very
curly
exotic
hair.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
not traditional, but
A little
she's
bit of
very
everything.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
You
it.
got us again, Publix.
I will tell you, you want to see hot girls everywhere in the Publix, go over to the Publix by the radio station in the afternoon. When we worked
yeah.
afternoons
I'm in.
and I would go over there, I mean, it
Yeah.
was the hottest girl. It was like a nightclub. I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on in here?
I was blown away by the Publix that's right by the International Mall. My buddy took me in
Yeah.
there, and man, oh man, it was lunchtime, and everyone was going to like the hot bar, and I was blown
Where is there
away.
a Publix by the International Mall?
West Shore Mall, sorry, because he works at the West Shore Mall.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Just down from the Wells Fargo right
yeah,
there. Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry.
Don't let it happen again.
I-
When I
was
lived
so
in Tallahassee, they literally call the Publix Club Publix.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's all college kids that are in there.
And you can steal crab legs really easy.
You can see the crab legs in there.
I remember long time ago, my brother Jeff and I went up to Atlanta and we were in Buckhead and we were like trying to find places. We're like, where's the cool place tonight, like to hang out? And somebody was like, so and so pizza, and I go, yeah, no, not. We're not eating like, and he goes, no, trust me, it's whatever the pizza place was called. So we go there and we're there like, I don't know, 8:00 or something. There's like 4 other people in there, and we're like, this son of a bitch. He's like, saw these idiots, and then you go to the pizza place, idiot. No lie, within 10 minutes, it was some of the hottest girls I've ever seen in my life. Like it turned into a nightclub. It was wild.
Yeah.
I was like, a pizza place? Yeah, and there was like nobody there, and then they all just came in like they got dropped off by a big model bus or something. It was wild. According to a poll, the number one thing that stresses us out is what? What do you think
Money.
the number one thing?
Yeah,
You
money.
better believe it.
Yeah.
Finances is number one.
It never gets easier. No matter how much you have or how little you have, you're still worried about it.
Yeah, because the more you have, the more you spend, and then the more you need, and all that stuff. That's number one. What do you think? I have the other two top three things.
Death.
Work.
Work, death. Well, I'll give you that one. Physical health.
Okay,
So if you don't
yeah.
have good physical,
Oh,
death. That comes in number three. Number two is what?
Family.
No,
That was good.
stresses us out. Finances, physical health.
Stupid
Relationships.
kids.
No. Right now, everything.
Oh, the,
Inflation?
the politics or the global
State of the
climate?
world.
Yeah.
State of the
Yeah.
world. Yeah, with everything that's
I
going
never
on.
stress out about that.
No, but I think because I genuinely I believe this because we're hit with so much news all the time, like we're engrossed in it. We have a different perspective and a different appreciation and a different ability to kind of put that in the back burner. Whereas some people see news because I've personally shared news stories with some of my friends, and they'll say, "Why would you send me this in the middle of the day? It stresses me out." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even consider that, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah, none of this stuff bothers me either.
Yeah.
Calvin ruined Caitlin Clark for me. Whenever I look at her, I just see that kid
sorry.
from that movie.
Sorry. I mean, she's
he's
a
not
great
wrong.
basketball player, and she doesn't have to be hot.
I tried to watch. I watched one of the games the other day. Yeah, I know why the WNBA doesn't work. It's the product's horrible.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
I believe you.
The players are horrible. She was
Yeah.
the
Really?
best on the court, but like the overall play was horrible. Like easy layups.
Oh yeah.
That there was one series she makes a pass and it should be like an easy layup and the girl totally just tanks. And
Well-
I go, what is
Yeah.
happening? Like this is
Well,
the product is so bad.
The that guy that does the voiceover stuff for all it, and he punches him right in the face.
Bob Menery.
He did for her, whatever, and he goes, and Becky puts up a shot. Not even close, Becky.
Yeah.
They like miss layups. They go one, they did like an alley oop, and the other one just stood there like, I can't dunk. What are you trying to do?
You can tell there are like some good players, but like maybe it's just that team, the Indiana Fever. I'm assuming that since she was the first round pick, they're the worst team.
Yeah.
But like some of the players are just not good.
Yeah.
It is
Wow.
all bad.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day of a guy who was talking about how the women in the NBA say they don't want to make as much as the NBA. They know that's not. They want to make as much percentage wise of the total revenue, that the income that they make. And he goes, all right, well, the WNBA loses $28 million a year.
You
or
all
whatever.
owe us.
He said, that's what he said. He goes, so there's this many players, this many teams, whatever. Every girl would have to pay $83,000.
I was shocked at the amount of like missed shots and
Really?
like bad
Turnovers.
passes, turnovers, girls tripping on their feet and falling
Yep.
down. I'm like, this is just like really sloppy play.
I can
I-
honestly say I don't think I've ever watched the game.
Yeah.
It was the first time I watched the whole third quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
I saw a breakdown where it said all the players combined, the total salary just for the players is around $18 million.
Wow.
And they were fighting to get flown private,
Yeah.
which would have
Yeah.
cost the WNBA $25 million. So instead of flying private, they could have just doubled all their salaries, even triple some in some occasions, but they were still trying to fight to fly private.
Yeah, just the
That's
play
how
was,
dumb they are.
was
Yeah.
just so sloppy. I was very surprised.
Typical women.
They,
Easy,
some of
guys.
them obviously
Sorry, I'm
can
totally
make
kidding.
money in endorsement deals and do that type of stuff. But
Right.
listen, I'm telling you right now, just do your thing. Without the NBA, there is no WNBA.
Yeah.
The NBA is making it so the women can play.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's fact.
I said, Caitlin Clark is fun to watch. Like she hit a three from like the logo way past the
Yeah.
3-point line.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It's
I got to tell you, since the Hard Rock Bet, I'm into basketball again
Yeah.
and watching a lot. It is unbelievable how far those guys shoot back and
Yeah.
how easy they
How
make it
Yeah.
look.
they
Yeah.
just make it look like it's all I have to do is put it up and it goes in.
And just like it's so common. And remember back in the day, 7-footers were just this freak that was out there
Yeah.
that could barely move
Sean
and they looked
Bradley.
like an alien.
Yeah.
Now 7-footers are like doing these drives to the
Muscular
basket,
7-footers.
shooting three-pointers and stuff, and moving like guards. You're like, what is going on? This is crazy.
We're gonna be back to Giants again soon, Spanish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be.
Nephilim.
Could be.
it reminds me of like the XFL, how the level of play is just not there.
Yeah.
Right.
So it doesn't keep your attention is what the problem is.
Yeah.
Did you see the XFL? They used the drones to
I
follow the
did.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's actually
kinda
pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. They were like, if the NFL adopted this because it's in the ball, so the drone follows the ball
Yeah.
Right.
wherever it is. So
the
it's
NFL, those overhead cams that they have and stuff, those were from the XFL.
Yeah.
They picked those up and stuff. So if it's a good idea, it's a good idea.
Have any of you guys watched the drone racing that they do?
Yes.
Where they do it inside stadiums.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sometimes
wild.
Isn't it crazy?
That's wild.
Yeah,
I
wanna
can't.
bet
I
on
have
it.
a drone and I can't
I would
barely
never.
operate it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw a commercial that was done with a drone, and it was in a restaurant, and they did it all in one shot. So it went through, and like the person picks up their glass,
That's
and the
pretty
drone
cool.
goes underneath, and then they wave and open the door, and it comes in and does the whole thing. It was
That's
cool.
dope,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoever's doing that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty talented. Yeah, and those races that they
It's
do,
unbelievable,
I'd
man.
smash that thing so fast.
Same, dude. And they wear the goggles. They're not even looking down. They like wear the goggles.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
The controller. It's crazy.
That's cool. Today is a very important day. Today is National Vanilla Pudding Day.
gross.
What?
Gross.
Double gross.
Ew.
Gross.
Yeah.
No?
Chocolate pudding if I'm gonna eat pudding.
Oh.
Right. No
Like
pudding
only.
at all.
Yeah.
Do you guys like rice pudding?
Oh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I do.
love
Like
rice
rice
I
pudding.
know banana pudding.
Oh, banana pudding's
Ew.
delicious.
What is the difference between rice pudding and tapioca?
rice.
That's a good.
I thought
question.
tapioca had rice in it.
No,
No?
tapioca is like a yellowish vanilla
Yeah.
pudding.
Mm.
Okay. I'm not a pudding guy, but I had always
Oh.
heard tapioca. But I
Rice
thought that-
pudding is not even pudding.
No? Does it have rice in it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not pudding. You just blew my mind a little bit. I didn't know.
Shut
that.
up, shark.
That's fair.
It's not right. You blew
It's
my
not-
mind.
You did. You did. I thought rice pudding was
Talk to me
pudding.
with your sad Saturday voice.
Yeah, yeah. Sad.
Ah.
Hey, man.
Hey. You got any rice
So
pudding?
tapioca is extracted from the cassava root.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
that sounds nice.
Dietary staple and several.
Are we eating? What's the deal?
Ah,
we eating? What's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on?
yeah.
You
We
want
got-
some? You want some mop fries?
I would eat an old Huey Magoo's right now if you found one.
Ryan McDonough is coming back to
Yes.
the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning picked him up from the Nashville Predators on Tuesday for a 7th-round pick in the 2024 NHL Draft and a 2nd-round pick in the 2025 NHL Draft. The Lightning also received the Edmonton Oilers' 4th-round pick in the 2024 Draft. The 34-year-old defenseman who had 32 points, 3 goals, and 29 assists in 74 games with the Predators this season returns to the Lightning, where he played 5 seasons and won the Stanley Cup in 2020 and 2021. So welcome back, Ryan McDonough.
Oh yeah.
Too old.
Too old?
Oh.
Oh, I'm just kidding. McDonough was good. He's
Yeah.
a good player, and he's great in the playoffs. And he's
And we probably get him for a quarter of the price now.
a quarter of price. You got a team leader. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, he's back with us. Remember the when Ian Ziering got into the street brawl
Yes.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff happened and everything? Well, 2 suspects have been arrested.
Really?
Yeah, they've been arrested in that. So I don't know what because it seemed
It was like a motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
it
Wasn't
was
it?
a motorcycle gang, but not like a motorcycle gang
Yeah.
that you think of. It was a bunch of people on weird motorcycles and stuff. Yeah, and like one guy I think hit him with his helmet or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
And it happened right in front of it. Like his daughter was with
Right,
him.
yeah, and it was all recorded. It
Yeah.
was all
Yeah.
recorded, which was wild. So.
Steve Sanders.
Yeah.
Just throwing.
They finally got him for pushing Donna down the
Yeah.
stairs.
Throwing haymakers.
Oh no, that was Ray Pruitt.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
different person. John Stamos is going to be out on tour with the Beach Boys. He's going to be playing
whoa.
16 dates on the Beach Boys tour. It doesn't look like they're coming anywhere around here, but
Yeah.
Oh,
those will sell out.
curmudgeon Mike Love.
yeah.
I mean, he might as well put Stamos out there or
Yeah.
anybody else because no Beach Boys are left in the Beach Boys.
Right.
There's Mike Love and that one weird dude with that was like a third replacement.
Yeah.
And that's
And at
it.
least that's some sort of draw. You can get to see Stamos. You're like, yeah, I'll go check out Stamos. How old is Stamos?
58.
Got to be
I'm going to look it up. Don't look up Spanish.
61.
61, 58. Any other guesses?
62.
62.
52.
He is 60. God, he
man.
looks good.
He
Yeah.
always looks good.
He really looks good.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Rebecca Romaine popped up. I don't know why. She was dressing as Mystique. She came up. She was so hot back in the day.
Never did it for me.
Really?
I don't like blondes.
I remember she was married. The only reason because I know she was married to him for a while. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And then left him for Jerry O'Connell, right?
Yeah.
Is that his name? And then Greg Giraldo said to John Stamos on the roast that your wife left you for the fat kid from Stand By Me.
no.
That's so good. Oh, so funny.
Did she leave him, you think? Or did he leave her?
Or
Yeah.
was he banging a bunch of brides
Yeah.
and she was like, all right.
yeah.
Well, they had kids don't they have a couple kids together?
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought so.
He is equally as impressive in person as he is on television.
Yeah.
He is a handsome man.
Yeah, he does have a
You
kid.
Get lost in his eyes.
You can't.
Him and Romaine have a kid. That must be a beautiful kid.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
so
right.
this says that his kid was born when he was 54, and it was with Caitlin McHugh Stamos.
I bet you she's not pretty.
Yeah, right.
She's very pretty.
Joe, I think you're going to be very excited about this.
All right.
You'll be able to walk to it, do your pap walk right over there, and check them out. The Violent Femmes are going to play their first 2 albums in full for their upcoming fall tour. They will be at Janice Live on September 28th.
I will definitely go to that.
Yeah.
Saw it last night. Took a picture of it on my phone so I wouldn't forget, and it was like, I got to tell Pap about this
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I love Violent Femmes, and that'll be the night after Lawrence is there.
Yeah. That'll be
But
cool.
Violent Femmes, I was way into Violent Femmes in
Come
high school.
on, Dad, give me the car.
No, there's no way. You go to a club and they put that one song on, and everybody goes, "Hey, Violent Femmes," and then that's it. That's all I want in my life. There's
Blister
no way I'm
in the
going.
sun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. September 28th, they'll be at Janice Live. Violent Femmes playing their first 2 albums in full. So you can check that out.
I remember the first time I ever heard it. My high school girlfriend went away to a college program for the summer, and she came home and played it for me, and I was like, "No, no." I'm listening to Lisa and the Cult Jam. I don't know what you're listening to.
Completely
No, thank you.
different. Why can't I get? I just want
No.
kids. Why can't I get?
Yeah. All right. Galvin, easy with your rate of cursing on the air.
Why can't I get just one screw?
No.
Why can't I get? I'm not going to do the next one. How about this? Shane Gillis series, Tires, is renewed for season 2
Yeah.
on
Already?
Netflix ahead of the season premiere.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
The
is
show's
tomorrow.
Netflix premiere, thank you, Carmen,
Sorry.
for bearing the lead, is tomorrow, May 23rd. The second season of the series will debut in 2025. Shane Gillis self-financed the 6-episode first season of Tires, with Netflix acquiring the show as part of a deal that includes him getting another stand-up special for the streamer. The special will also debut in 2025.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, if you've not watched Beautiful Dogs, that
Dude.
is one of the best stand-up specials of all time,
Yep.
and should have won the last year's thing.
I watched it again recently.
Yeah, I watch it every once in a while, too.
And he makes me laugh so hard when he talks about putting grilled cheese in his pockets.
Mhm.
That, and then the Taliban stuff, whatever. He goes, they shoot guns like I shoot, like their feet move when they shoot and stuff. And whenever they hit some, they get all excited about it. That was so funny. He's great.
Oh, man.
There is now a criminal investigation into Matthew Perry's death.
Yeah.
The LAPD and the DEA are trying to figure out who or where he got the ketamine that killed him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not their fault.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not their fault?
The drug dealers, we arresting every drug dealer now?
No, we're not.
You
But
are
it's not
right.
even drug dealers. Some doctors are doing
Sure.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
depression.
but did he have a prescription? Who knows, whatever. But you are getting arrested if your stepfather is Keith Morrison. from
Yeah,
Dateline.
that's true. There's
Yeah.
a deep investigation. I think it was I don't know if this is a movie or I want to say it, but didn't the Archie Bunker have something to do? And Carol O'Connor, didn't one of his kids die of an overdose, and they went after the drug dealer for it? I don't
Could
remember.
be.
It was somebody famous.
They did it with Mac Miller.
Yeah.
They did it with another
Oh, yeah.
overdose as well. But Mac Miller was the recent one. Or, I mean, that's been 5 years probably
Yeah.
now.
Well, they tried to get Michael Jackson's doctor.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think
That's
he got
different.
off.
They
If
did
you
get
if you
him.
get a doctor and the doctor is prescribing medicine, because there's an amount of trust that you put into a doctor that they're there for your health, and if they're giving you an overdose of a lethal amount, then they should be held accountable the same way you would for be like a if you had a problem during an
Yeah.
operation where you did something. What is that called? Malpractice.
Anesthesiologist.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I think they went to trial, and I think he got off.
I thought that he got arrested. The
Well,
doctor?
Yeah.
Well, maybe in the case there was no wrongdoing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, or
Or he wasn't
the
liable.
proof was that it was on the person, on the victim that you took more than they were administered. You know,
Yeah, he got 4 years.
who did Mac
In
Miller's guy?
prison. No, Michael
Conrad Murray?
Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, he went to jail for 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Yeah. Am I making this up, or didn't they do a documentary on him that like
Michael
proved
Jackson?
that the doctor specifically that he didn't overprescribe Michael Jackson's drugs?
I think there was
Right?
documentary, but I don't know what the
Alright.
outcome was on it and stuff. I think this is a pretty cool idea. Billie Eilish is releasing a vocals-only version of her new album so that fans can remix it.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
that is
Yeah,
cool.
that is cool. That's a
Jay
good
Z
idea.
did that one. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people do that stuff,
Yeah.
you know. So if you can just get the tracks without
Yeah.
having to do everything to take away and
Yeah,
just get the
right.
vocals only. So yeah, she's doing that.
I like her.
And then Katy Perry says, "Who is quote the best singer of our generation?" According to Katy Perry,
Ed
Katy
Sheeran.
Perry, who is a singer herself, she's on American Idol. She's judging people doing stuff. You say Ed Sheeran.
No, you
That's-
can't say Ed Sheeran because you said Ed Sheeran was the greatest guitar player.
Of our
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So
he can't
that-
be both?
No.
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 He's not both.
Idiot.
I can tell you that. No, she doesn't say Ed Sheeran. Who do you think Katy
best
Perry says is
singer
the
of
best
our
singer?
generation.
Best
Mariah
singer.
Carey.
Mariah Carey. A good choice? No.
Celine Dion.
No.
Lady
Adele?
Gaga.
Think younger.
Oh.
No. Who'd you say?
Adele?
No. According to
Ariana?
Katy Perry, Ariana Grande.
Really?
She says is the best singer. She is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
She's really good. And you know who is kind of like a waste to me now is Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato is a fantastic singer, but with all her weird stuff,
Yeah.
and I kissed an alien and shaved my head, now I'm fat and doing MMA.
She was addicted to drugs.
and I'm
Yeah.
That was the greatest description of a timeline I've ever heard.
Alien.
I kissed an alien, shaved my head, and I'm fat now.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand it. Oh, I guess that's what it is. She was
Yeah.
on drugs, so
Yeah.
you're not.
Dude, she did that. She had that documentary about her, and she recorded herself like smoking crack or something for the first
Oh.
time, and they played the video on there, and I was like, I just couldn't imagine wanting to record that your first time smoking crack.
First time.
If you're
best
already
time.
on drugs,
Yeah.
Are
you
you
you're not thinking.
are you old enough to remember David Hasselhoff?
The
Recording?
cheeseburger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's great.
That ruined a lot of my childhood because I was a big Knight Rider fan.
That wasn't that long ago.
That ruined room service for me.
That was like 20 years ago.
Was
Was
it?
it?
Yeah.
I bet it was. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You think? Yeah. I would like if you asked me, I'd go. I don't know. It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Before Joey was born.
I was like 10 years. I don't know.
That's crazy. So Katy Perry says Ariana Grande is the best singer of our generation. Who does Brian May, awesome guitarist, Brian May from Queen, say basically invented rock guitar? Who do you think?
Ooh.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry? Good guess.
Link Ray.
Link Ray? Good guess as well. Big influence for Jimmy Page. No?
Mm.
I don't know.
Who do you
Brian
think?
May.
Brian May from Queen says this guy basically invented rock guitar.
Jimmy Page.
Elvis.
Jimmy Page?
Les
No.
Paul.
No. Pete Townsend.
Oh,
The Who?
Townsend?
That was before that.
He says he invented rock guitar.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because I guess all the other guys were considered rhythm and blues
Not
guitar.
not I mean Link Ray was probably bluesy.
Right?
But he
Chuck
was-
Berry wasn't.
I'm not really familiar with Chuck Berry.
Oh,
Then shut
Not
your
familiar.
mouth.
Okay.
All right.
come on.
I mean, you
I'm
know
sorry.
who Chuck Berry is,
I
right?
do. Yes, I've heard the name. I have heard the name.
Johnny B. Good.
Yes. Yeah.
Roll over Beethoven, like all of
Yeah.
Send Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Marvin.
Yeah.
Marvin
Yeah.
Berry.
So that to me, that's not rock. That'd be blues. Like blues.
That's not blues though. It's
yeah.
blues based.
Yeah.
By the way, in Ocean's 11, whenever Don Cheadle is the stuntman, whatever, and he goes, "I have 4 words for you: pay me my money." You know that thing, whatever. That's all based on Chuck Berry.
Really?
Chuck Berry would not play anywhere until he was paid
That's
cash.
right.
He would
Yeah.
not. Yeah, he
and
would
he never brought a band. He
Good
would
for
always
him.
hire
Yeah,
people
just
in
whoever
town.
was there.
Really?
Yep.
Mhm.
Wild, right?
That is
Yep.
wild. Yeah. You have the amount of trust you have to have in just random dudes.
You better know
No,
what
he
you're doing.
didn't care. It was him that they were watching. So
Okay.
if they
Right.
sucked, it didn't even matter.
That's a good point.
It's still all you got to do is play a basic drum beat,
Yeah.
whatever. But he wanted to control everything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And he probably got ripped off so many times. He was
Yeah.
like, "Nope,
Yep.
pay me my money."
Yep.
Man, that sounds awesome.
I looked it up. The Hasselhoff burger, 2007.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, so Carmen was right.
Wow.
a long time ago.
That's crazy.
I can gauge everything now in 20 years on my son. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
marker for it.
It
Yeah.
used to be what radio station I was working at the time, but now I can't remember any of it. It all runs together.
Oh,
I know. We're old.
dude, we are old.
I don't like it.
Mm. Mm.
You
is
think
it?
you're old. Imagine how we feel.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
haven't had the physical pains of being old yet.
It's coming.
I don't know, dude. I was talking to Joe after Friday's show at Pitbull Toddler. My legs were killing me
You-
all
lot of
weekend.
I went
Because
right
you
out
were
and sat in the
jumping?
sprinter.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I was jumping around. Yeah, man. I woke up on Saturday and I felt great until I put my feet on the floor and went to stand up, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
you know, I'm not feeling good when I'm sitting down and Pete's like, "There's a smoking hot girl who wants to take a picture with you," and I'm like, "I don't care."
Yeah,
Tell you right here.
yeah.
When you get up or sit down, do you make noises yet?
100%.
Yeah, that's on
yeah,
you.
100%.
When I get up, I'm like, ah. And when I sit down, I go, oh.
How about your yawns?
they're loud now.
Oh, but how do you end them? What's the tail on the yawn? The old man. This is the old man. I know exactly what you're talking about. Is the yawn?
Yeah.
You gotta yell it out at the
Gotta
end.
have-
And
gotta
the
have some closure.
sneezes. Have you ever seen the dad sneeze videos where the house explodes?
I am 100% my great grandfather.
Yeah.
All those old apps make me look just like him when I'm old, and I sneeze like him. I yawn like him. I have bad knees like him. I got all his great gifts.
That sounds
His
awesome.
hairline, his bulbous nose. I got it all.
I told you whenever I was down in Rockville and we wanted to see Queens of the Stone Age, so we got there early to get, up close, and we're just waiting and we're just standing there, and then they played for an hour and a half and we're standing there, and my wife and I went to walk to the next thing and we were like,
Yeah, you lock
I was
your
like, oil can.
you lock your knees in that position
yeah.
forever.
It was
Yeah.
wild. I was like, what is going on?
I used to love getting in mosh pits and get up front.
Yeah.
Push- I used to love it. Now the idea of that, no way.
Terrifying.
I go anywhere near any of that.
Yeah, it's wild.
We forgot to stretch. Next time we stretch before
Dude,
we go on.
you're not
I'm telling
kidding,
you.
man.
Joe, I picture Joe stretching like Steven Tyler before he goes, I'm loose, gotta get loose.
I do stretch before I play, though.
Yeah,
I
you
have,
have
to.
to,
I
yeah.
have to.
And
I'm
I
back
usually-
there doing
I-
jumping jacks and side by sides and all kind of stuff.
You have to.
Yeah, especially with those calves.
Yeah. Mentalfloss.com put together a quiz to test your movie and music knowledge. So I
Okay.
wanted to give it for you guys.
All right.
Basically, you can see if you can name the movie for each hit song and stuff. They gave you multiple choice, but I'm not going to give you multiple choice. I'm just going to name the song, and you tell me what the movie that song was in.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the big part of it and stuff. Or would you rather have me do movie and you give me the song?
No, I like
Which way you
song and
want it?
movie. Song and
All
movie.
right, so I'm going to give you the song. You tell me what movie that song was in and known for.
Got it.
How Deep Is Your Love? Bee Gees.
Staying alive. Saturday
No.
Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever. Yes, very good. Take My Breath Away. Berlin.
Gun.
Top
Yeah.
Gun. Are you guys playing or no?
Well,
Kiss from a Rose by Seal.
Batman.
Batman Forever and another one.
oh,
Oh, I don't know that.
The year before was Never Ending Story 3.
that's
Oh.
right.
And that was in that?
Yeah, it was in that as well. But
There was a
Batman, I
3?
think Batman Forever.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah, there was three.
I don't know. It's the
Yeah.
never-ending story.
Yeah,
So why is
For
there
real.
a 3?
The second one was all right. But
Should never end. It should just be one long story. This one I don't really know. I'll give it to you. Maybe you guys know it. Somewhere Out There.
Oh, American Sale.
Fievel.
oh,
Yeah.
Five Goes West.
American Tale. How'd you know?
That's Fievel.
Yeah.
That's Geo.
Out there.
Cartoon.
Now, why did you watch that?
I did.
Because I was.
I
you
remember
didn't?
the song,
I didn't
yeah.
know whether you watched it because you had kid. What time?
No, I
Oh,
just
that's
remember the song.
1986.
Yeah,
I was a kid. I remember going to the movie theater to watch it.
Yeah,
My mom.
Yeah, I was older than that. So
it was a great movie.
Everything I do it for you. Brian Adams.
Three Musketeers.
Close.
Hmm.
You're on the right track.
Robin
Robin
Hood,
Hood.
Men in
Robin
Tights.
Hood.
Not Men in Tights. Yeah.
Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
1991.
Kevin
The
Costner, right?
Men in Tights was the funny one.
Yeah.
Did you know this? Not to get off on a sidetrack, but John Brennan sent me this the other day. You know, I love to find out who is supposed to play what role in the movie and stuff. Do you know who is supposed to play Kevin Costner's part in Field of Dreams? Who they had originally talked to and what the director said about it? The director said, this person, he goes, but this person I think would actually hear voices out in the cornfield. Is so it's more believable from you because you don't seem like a person that would hear voices and this, that, so whenever you hear it, it's different.
Who?
Mel Gibson.
Sean
Nick
Penn.
Nolte.
Robin Williams.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Robin Williams,
I hear
who
voices.
in Kevin Costner said, who you couldn't get a bigger star at the time.
Yeah.
Robin Williams. And Robin Williams is a great, serious actor. But the director said he
It would be
was,
too silly.
yeah, he
It'll be too
seems like a
silly.
guy that would hear voices out in a cornfield. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really work.
Oh,
Uh,
left field.
Oh.
Left
Shirtless
field.
Joe Jackson.
I will build it. You will come.
I just called to say I love you, Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, I don't know this.
Say I love you.
That is
That's
from
strong 80s movie.
yeah, 1984.
Let me think. Hold on. Sophomore year, freshman year of high school. I don't
Stevie
know.
Wonder. I just
don't
called
know.
to say I love you
Something my grandmother would love.
from 1984. The movie is The Woman in Red.
What is that movie?
With
Gene-
Kelly LeBrock.
Ooh.
Gene, what's his name? Wilder.
Oh.
Charles
Kelly
Grodin.
LeBrock.
Yeah.
She's
My
very
future,
pretty.
my future mother-in-law.
Oh, yeah. You think?
Yeah.
We'll see. What about this one? You should get this one right away. Call Me Blondie.
That is
It's like the opening scene, I
The
believe.
Runaways.
Nah.
What was that movie?
Lost Boys.
No. 1980.
Mm.
Joe, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm
come on,
thinking,
man.
I
Blondie.
know it's there. So I know it's in there.
Like every time I hear this song, I think of this movie. It's so identifiable with this movie. Sorry,
Little
I think
Foxes.
I think I jinxed you guys by saying
Yeah, I don't know.
American Gigolo.
yeah.
Richard
Oh,
Gere.
yeah.
Just laying out his suit, doing all that
Yeah.
stuff. This one, Mike, you might get this because it's one of your favorite bands. Accidentally in Love by Counting Crows.
Shrek
Shrek 2.
2.
2004, yeah. This one, We Don't Need Another Hero, Tina Turner.
Mad
Oh,
Max.
Mad Max. Yeah.
Beyond
Beyond
Thunderdome,
Thunderdome.
1985. Happy by Pharrell Williams. Or
Trolls.
Farrell? Is it Pharrell?
Pharrell.
Yeah. No, but it is animated. You're on the right track.
I
Mm.
know it.
Happy.
Oh, it's Despicable Me.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah.
Minions.
2013.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. This one, not to jinx you, but you should get it right away. I'm All Right, Kenny Loggins.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. Somebody pick up that blood. That's one of the best lines. They get in a fight, and Brian Doyle Murray is yelling at everybody. He goes, "Somebody pick up that blood. Pick it up."
Terrible
It's
hat.
so
Looks good on
funny.
you though.
Yeah. But you get a free bowl of soup with that hat. And then the last one, finally, is Somebody's Baby by Jackson Brown.
Virgin, Last American Virgin.
No.
40-year-old.
Fast Times at
Wheel-
Ridgemont High.
Fast Times,
Yeah.
Ridgemont High,
You
yeah,
get 'em all
1982,
confused.
yeah. By the way, Phantom Planet, which has what's the kid's name that was in Jason Schwartzman? He plays drums for them. They do a great cover of
Really?
Somebody's Baby. Yeah,
Really?
that's a great song. Jackson Brown has
Yeah.
so many great songs, man. For sure. Yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 1982, which was a fantastic movie. And if you go back and watch it, you'll be like, oh my God, how many different stars are in that
Oh,
movie?
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so
Yeah.
many different people in little bit parts, too.
Mhm.
And how many references are from that movie that you don't even know?
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
didn't-
yeah.
If you didn't see the
The
movie, you
people
watched
say
it.
all the time, yeah. I said the other day, my dad has an ultimate set of tools. I just said
Yeah,
that.
you
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hilarious.
TV repairman.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
Yeah, God, there's so many songs that are so synonymous with movies that we didn't even touch on there,
Yeah.
but there most of them like sappy songs.
I can
Yeah.
tell you one that I hate that is associated with the movie and now associated with a guy that everybody hates is Kashmir by
yeah.
Led Zeppelin with P. Diddy yelling
Yeah.
over it for Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Huh,
Yeah.
come with me now. Huh. Yeah. See, I knew he was a bad person
You
since
did.
then.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, you
Will
tried to
Smith.
ruin Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why Jimmy Page allowed that.
He allowed. Well, I guess yeah. that
Yeah,
makes
he
sense.
allowed it and he
Yeah.
was in the video. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, at the time, if you were associated with P. Diddy, you were being cool
sure,
again.
like I
Yeah.
get it. I get it, but it's still
That was the Matthew Broderick Godzilla, wasn't
yes.
it?
Yeah.
Can I put this out there?
Yeah.
You're going to disagree with me. I know you will, especially. If it wasn't Chris Rock, Will Smith slapping a bitch for talking about his wife is pretty tough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Chris Rock,
Well, and that's a big part of it. One,
if it was Mel Gibson,
Oh.
Will Smith would be a hero.
well, yeah, racist and all that stuff, whatever. And
Right.
but the couple things about the Chris Rock thing is we all like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody likes Chris Rock, and Chris Rock's tiny.
And also, he makes jokes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a little skinny guy and he makes jokes and he knows them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's friendly with them.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't a bad joke. Like it wasn't
No.
like he
No.
said.
It
you know,
wasn't
something.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't so wild that you would get up and
Yeah.
smack
Yeah.
somebody. You'd
But
be like,
he's sick
"Hey,
of hearing
no."
people talk about his family and his wife, and he got up and he smacked the bitch on live
Yeah.
TV at the Academy Awards.
And then
That's
won.
a boss move.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because he sat there and let his wife call him out for being a cuck and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But because it was her podcast,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
allowed it. So now you're going to go slap one of your friends
Right.
for making a funny
That-
joke? You're a dick.
Yeah, you say that's a boss move. I say
Yeah.
that's a mentally
No, no,
unstable
had-
jerk.
It is, and I agree with that. I'm just saying, if it was somebody else besides Chris Rock up there, we would have been like, damn, he insulted
it
his
depends-
wife and he got up and smacked him
I
on
think it
live
depends on
television.
the person.
If there was a history and Chris Rock had been making jokes about them for years or months or whatever, it was a throwaway. Whoops,
Hey, throwaway.
It was a throwaway joke in the moment, and
Yeah.
this is just the guy I'm gonna go slap.
Yeah, no. Like I
Like there
don't.
was no history there.
Yeah.
But
And
there
he
is
was-
a history there. There's a history of people talking
Well,
about his
people,
relationship.
not Chris Rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chris Rock part was the bad part. It was the fact that it was Chris Rock, somebody that because we all would love to be insulted by Chris Rock. We all admire him. We all think he's funny. He's an American treasure. But if Will Smith would have hit somebody else, it would have probably been way cooler.
Do you think?
I don't think
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because the joke didn't deserve it. The
Yeah.
joke was about her losing her hair. If it was about their marriage or about their kids or something like that, then yes, you're sticking up for your family. There's a difference. It was, oh yeah, she doesn't have hair.
If
Ah.
it was some jerk that was racist and we knew that they were racist and they
malice
didn't
behind it.
Yeah, and they didn't know Will Smith or Jada Smith, personally or anything, and just came out there and you're like, what a jerk. Look at this guy.
Will Smith is having a mental breakdown on live television.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Right.
At that
Well, he's the
moment.
last guy at the party to know that
Yeah.
everyone slept with his wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
He's William H. Macy
Yes,
from Boogie Nights.
exactly.
Yeah.
He just goes out and
100%.
gets a gun. But also, I think more of a boss move than smacking him is him going up and grabbing him and whispering in his ear and then just going and sitting back down and the guy not doing anything about it. If he would have went up and grabbed him, and like when Tom Brady said,
Tom Brady did
cut
it.
the-
And they were really like,
yeah, cut the ass out, whatever. But if he went up there and said something and then sat back down, and the guy didn't do anything about it, then that's a little bit of a.
Do you think?
That's more boss.
Do you think people would have had a different reaction if the world didn't know his wife was sleeping with his son's friend?
yes.
Probably? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree too.
I think that was the problem. It wasn't
Yeah.
the fact that she was sleeping with him. It was the fact that he was sick of everybody talking about his life and sick of
Oh,
everybody
that's what
talking
you
about his
mean.
wife.
Okay.
And this was the culmination of it. You're going to embarrass me now at the
Yeah.
Academy Awards, even though the joke had nothing to do with that and had nothing to do with it. It finally was like,
Yeah.
I'll show you guys, and he took it out on Chris Rock.
I think two big factors. By the way, it's 2024. We're talking about this, but just so
This is not a
people tune
replay.
in are like, yeah, they messed up. What's going on? I think a couple of big factors is a smaller guy that he knew that he could go up there and smack, and Chris Rock wasn't going to do anything back to him.
Yeah, but
And-
nobody's going to go smack Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
Also, before that moment, Will Smith, huge, very likable. Nobody said bad
Yeah.
stuff about
I
Will
did.
Smith
I
before
did.
that.
I did.
I mean,
You
huge
did. I always
A-list
did.
movie star. Everybody thinks he's great.
But
I
also,
still think he's great.
Also, you're right. All that stuff that people have been talking about, but it's all caused by his wife. So
And-
he tried
and
to
they
do
talked
something.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
if you've
the
ever been in a
difference.
relationship with a psychopath, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're in love with somebody, and turns out they're crazy. You're stuck in it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You don't want to leave them because they're crazy,
Yeah.
but you're stuck in it. It's very
It's wild.
Yeah.
But if you're going on podcasts, if you're making the content yourself and talking about it, then you can't
that's what
get
your
mad.
wife wants you to do, and you're
Right,
in
but
love
you
with
can't
your
get mad
wife.
at other people talking about
You
it.
can take it
You
out
put
on
it
them,
out
though.
there.
You can take it out on them.
Yeah, how'd
I
that
yell
work
at
out for
Spanish
him?
all the time.
Nah.
It's never Spanish's fault. I'm just taking out all my other anger on
Plus,
him.
it was kind of a sucker punch, too, which never goes
Yeah.
over well.
It's not a sucker punch. He got up, walked on stage, and
That was
smacked him.
complete
that was
sucker punch.
completely a sucker punch.
We all saw it
There's
coming.
no way that Chris Rock thought in a million years Will Smith was
But
going to
that's-
smack him in the face.
But it's not a sucker punch. A sucker
Yes, it
punch.
was.
Nah.
Sucker punches happen from behind. He got up
No.
from his seat,
No.
walked up on stage, and walked right at him and smacked him.
If I
you
may,
knew there was going to be a confrontation. He never thought
No,
you were going to
that-
put hands on him.
never-
but that's
there's-
not a sucker punch. That's
It
he was
is.
surprised by it.
It is.
but he wound
Yeah.
up. That's the only reason I would consider it a sucker punch, is because
But
he
in the
wound up.
moment, you know how fast that's going?
Yeah.
Like in your head, like you're not
Like-
ready for a fight. You're up there hosting
I get
an
it.
award
Alright.
show.
I
You're-
get what you're saying. Maybe technically it's not a sucker punch because sucker punch is usually something from the side or
Yeah.
from the back, whatever.
You don't see it.
It was
But
a surprise.
It was a move that he didn't think was coming in a million years. And, what are we going to fault Chris Rock for not being ready to all times? He's not in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's not a fighter.
Yeah.
He's on stage.
He's a
Yeah.
comedian.
Right.
You got to say go.
He's
Will
wearing
Smith.
tough.
Protect yourself at all times, even when you're hosting at the.
Will
Hold on,
Smith
hold on,
smacked
hold
him.
on.
Oh, do it.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farrah and Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
Well, this is very ironic. This hour's bone bonus keyword is
Will Smith.
fresh.
Fresh.
Head to the 1025 The Bone app and enter the word fresh in there before 15 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 bone bonus can be yours.
Fresh. Exciting. I'm just saying, not only let's say for a second it was Mel Gibson. He got up there, walked on stage, smacked them, went back to his seat and yelled, "Keep your wife's name out of your goddamn mouth." I mean, that's a boss move. I'm sorry. I'd look Chris Rock and the overreacting and all that stuff. I get it. Not cool. But had it been anybody else in a different situation,
Not anybody else.
More than
you're
most
saying,
people.
You're saying Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson is a good one because he is on tape
right,
saying
if it was Stephen
racist
Colbert, it probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have been great either.
stuff. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Some little nerdy white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
you're not going to hit old ass Letterman. We would have been very mad at you.
Right, yeah. So there's a lot of people. There's a long list of we don't like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a few that you'd be like, yeah, I get it. Bill Maher, I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Can you imagine if it was Bill Maher? We would have been like, good, smack that bitch.
Yeah.
And the definition for sucker punch, an unexpected punch or blow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be from the side or the back or any
All right.
blindsided.
Thank
A
you.
sucker punch
Thank
is
you, Carmen Webster.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Right.
well,
He
I'm
had
just saying
32
that
steps
was
to see it was coming.
that
Yeah.
was a sucker punch.
Yeah.
He had 32 steps. He watched him walk right down that aisle and right up on stage. What did he think he was going to do? Give him a hug?
No, but he
but-
probably thought he was going to do like the Tom Brady move, like, "Hey, don't say that again."
Yeah.
Like you say something,
Or it's
you
a
use
bit.
your words
But
before you use your fist.
Also, if Gio came walking in one morning with your coffee in one hand and sat it down and smacked you in the face, that's a sucker punch.
But if Gio walked in and I said, "Gio, your wife's ugly," and he walked over here and smacked me, I would
That's a
know that it
sucker
was
punch.
coming.
No.
Yeah, but I gave him a reason to say something.
But if you were making a joke,
By the way,
like,
wife's very pretty.
if there were if somebody was making a joke on the show and I walked over and I smacked Spanish in the face, he
if a
would,
comedian was
Yeah.
making a joke,
If Spanish said to you during the show while we're talking, "Well, Gio, your wife's ugly," and you were like, "Well, I'm not going to let Spanish say that," and you smacked Spanish.
that's a
we
sucker
bet.
punch.
that's a sucker punch.
It's not a sucker punch. If it's a sucker punch if he gets up and walks away and you run up behind him and punch him.
But-
That's a sucker
No,
punch.
it is a sucker
No.
punch because we're constantly making fun of each other and
Right.
doing things. Nobody's going to hit each other. Nobody's supposed to hit each other.
All right, let me put
You know
this
what I
out
mean?
there for the record. You talk about my wife, I'm gonna punch one of you guys. Just so
Yeah.
you know, now you know
Talk
it's
about
coming.
your wife the worst.
And
Well,
you've talked
I've
about
hit
my
myself.
wife, so now
Yeah.
I'm going to punch you.
Yeah.
Next time you talk about my wife, I'm punching
Listen,
you.
What do you mean next time? Like I have a history of talking
You
about
have
your
a
wife.
history of talking
Yeah.
about my wife. You certainly do.
You hit on her. All the time.
Oh, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you
Say
always
stuff
talk
all
about
the time.
things. Yeah.
Carmen.
Like all kinds of stuff. Are you serious?
You
Do you
I-
think you don't talk about my wife? Everyone
Yes.
in this room, does he talk about my wife?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what capacity?
In like sexual innuendo stuff. Where you'd be like, I'll be like, my wife did. I'd like to do that with her. Huh?
Yeah, we
And
do
that's
that to everybody's
Yeah.
wives, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah, good, good.
Oh, I'm not specifically saying
Yeah,
only
yeah.
my wife. No,
Every-
you're a scumbag
We
to
all
everybody's
do
wife.
that. Yeah, that's much better.
Everybody's fair game.
All right.
Yeah. Joe, when I talked about Joe's tight-tongued mom, he wanted to punch me.
So I did want to punch you.
Yeah, okay, in that capacity, like that, okay. But you
Yeah.
were saying it like I had insulted your wife before.
Oh, no. I'm
Yeah.
saying you do that.
Oh yeah, I totally. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
See, not a
Now
sucker
is that a
punch.
sucker punch?
I saw it coming.
I
Took his
told you.
headphones
I
off
told
and
you it's
everything.
happening.
You got to say 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
You have to say mutual combat.
Put it this way. I guess we all agree on the situation. My end result is I don't think less of Will Smith now. I think he's a little
That's
crazy.
because you're a scumbag.
First of all, I'm talking about his wife. You're calling me a scumbag. I'm a bad person.
I didn't like him to begin with, and I like him even less now. I think he's a scumbag, and I think he's got whatever problems.
And
he
I think
has.
it's because I liked him before.
Yeah.
Like him more now.
I liked him before.
Not more. I still like him.
I like him less now, and I always liked Will Smith.
See,
I'm with Gio. I liked him, and now I don't.
I don't like him less, but I definitely think about him differently.
Yeah,
like
I'll say that.
Because we all like Chris Rock.
Well, yeah.
When I saw the trailer for the new Bad Boys
Exactly,
movie, I
dude.
love those movies. I was like,
yeah,
Listen to me. Galvin brought up a great point. If he would have smacked Bill Maher, we'd all be like,
right.
damn
Yeah.
right. Way to go, Will Smith.
By the way, can I tell you the trailer for the new Bad Boys movie? Martin Lawrence, who I do like and I like a lot, whatever, he starts singing Bad Boys and then goes into the other part. He goes, Bad Boys, what you gonna do? And then they cut to something, whatever, and they come back to him and he goes, and does some dumb thing. And it's so funny.
those movies are great.
It's
Yeah.
just stupid face.
Yeah.
It's terrible now, though. It's terrible
No,
now.
they're good. They're
You know
still
who's
good.
really
Just like
funny?
it took me a long time to come around to watching Kramer again without thinking he's going to yell the N-word when he comes
yeah.
sliding
Yeah.
in.
I
It's
can't
true.
See that.
That's I watched that. I watched Kramer last night when he went on the on Regis's show with his coffee table book.
Yeah.
Keith Robinson is a very funny comedian who you probably don't know because in his height of his success he had a stroke
Yeah.
and then he
Ha-
recovered from it and had another stroke
Yeah.
and has a new album out and his new album is or a new special out and his new special is called Different Strokes.
He's very funny, but
He's so funny.
did you see him on the Kennedy or Mark Twain thing
No.
for Kevin Hart? He's really hard to understand, and it's so sad because he's so funny and he was so quick and so good at put downs and everything. Yeah, he's really hard to understand. I felt so bad for
We
him.
used to have him on Calta and Kelly all the time, and he
Really?
was a dude. He's so funny, and he would try to get Alexa to talk, but he could never get it right. And he'd be like, "Alex, what's her name?" He couldn't get it right, dude. He's such a quick-witted,
Yeah,
funny
and he
comedian.
would be great on like Tough Crowd and
Yeah.
stuff. But he also does that face where when he does this, like he gets that face going. It's so funny.
Yeah, and he'll have no problem putting Kevin Hart down or any of these famous guys. Like he'll
Right.
shut up, stupid. One of those guys. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, Alvin's got a brand new open letter. If you'd like to get through on the phone line, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025, and you still got some time to go in there and put the bone bonus into the app in the keyword spot, and you could win $1,000. We'll take a quick break and come back with the open letter next. 1025 The Bone. Where is Spanish?
He's having problems. He's smelling
Yeah.
burnt toast and
He thinks he's having a stroke or something.
Yeah.
What do they say? The burnt toast is a seizure?
No,
Stroke?
that's-
No,
stroke.
not a stroke. No. it
Heart
isn't.
attack.
Alexa, what does it mean when you smell burnt toast? Oh, likely fan toast. All right, Alexa, stop.
Oh, phantom toast?
Yeah, phantom toast.
Sounds delicious.
Or nasal polyps due to a stroke.
Oh, I don't want to have a stroke.
You don't want to have nasal polyps.
Nasal polyps doesn't sound so bad, but stroke doesn't sound fun. If my face starts to drip, just let me know.
No, we let you just
No.
let it
Yeah.
just droop away.
Dude. Not cool.
yeah, it says it could be migraines, seizures, mood disorders,
I would love some toast.
neurocognitive.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said I would love some toast.
That would be great.
I had a question, and maybe you or Carmen can help me out. Where is my Ray's skateboard deck?
Ooh.
Yeah, I know I didn't
What?
get one.
What?
Or the glasses, either there were sunglasses and skateboard decks that went out. So
I
funny,
did
I
not
was
get
just
one.
thinking
Carmen,
about
are they
that.
in the studio or what? It should have my
No.
name on it. No?
they are not.
I'm sorry, Galvin.
I
think
know.
you
I
guys
don't
are all
have a
penalized
jersey. I
because
don't
of
have
me.
sunglasses. I don't have a skateboard deck, all because you're a jerk.
It's Mike's fault for
Yeah.
sure.
Now we all suffer.
Stand
I got
by.
a jersey at least.
Unbelievable.
Not anymore. I wouldn't expect another jersey.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm keeping that one though.
Stand by. Get to the bottom of this.
I bet Dizzy got a skateboard.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool looking.
Are you calling Raybert or what's their mascot?
Raymond.
Raymond.
Raybird.
It's a cat,
I
right?
like Ray.
Oh,
Mike Oliveri, you're live on the air.
how am I live on the air with your cell phone?
Hey, listen. Why you gotta expose the technology to
about
everybody? You just listen to me. I know I don't have one, but the rest of the staff was wondering where their raised skateboards are.
Give what?
I know there isn't one for me, but the rest of the staff was wondering if they got raised skateboards.
Well, I have 2 for the show.
For the show?
I mean,
What do you mean? How
I
many
don't
did
know.
you get?
I got 2.
Who did
For
you
the
take
for
it
the
from?
station?
No.
No. They're so across the board, different people got different things on different stations. You guys have 2. One came to the Mike Calta Show, and one came to Geo.
Hey, we're
Raise
back,
up.
baby. We're
Get your
back.
name out
Looks
there.
like we're gonna have a skate
I'm
off.
dropping them off tomorrow morning. They're pretty awesome looking.
Raise
I
up.
know. I've seen them. They look great. So we got one specifically for us. Don't lie.
Yeah.
I didn't sound too confident.
And me.
No, I don't know how much more yes doesn't sound confident.
Did
It
Dizzy
looked
get
great.
one?
It would look. Who did?
Did Dizzy get one?
Dizzy get one, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so
Well, I mean,
what? If I got one for the show, I'm gonna hang it here in the studio.
Yeah, that's what I was exactly going to suggest. They would look great hung up in there.
I have a helmet signed by a lot of skateboarders in here, Tony Hawk and a bunch of other.
I thought you were going to say Carlos Pena.
No, see, and I'll hang it right over there.
I do have something I got in. You need to get a frame though. A Nikki Glazer autograph poster.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Where'd that come from?
There you go. HBO.
Very nice.
There you go.
All right. Well,
So,
I'm glad to see. They didn't want to give us a jersey, but they gave us a skateboard.
I don't think that's totally out of the box yet, but I think that's still hanging in there.
What?
The jersey.
Oh no, I'll put it in a shredder if I get that now.
oh my god.
It's too late. Too late now. All right. Well, I'm sorry, Galvin, that I ruined the jerseys for it, but evidently a skateboard was on the block.
I'll take it.
All right. Thanks,
There you
Mike
go.
Oliveira.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
thank you, Michael.
You're live if you're on your cell phone.
Interesting.
So we're back now. We're back in good graces.
Things to
Geo
look up.
certainly is.
Yeah, they like me.
Yeah.
Geo and Dizzy seem to be their favorites.
Yeah.
And Monica and John and Drew and
Sam,
Yeah.
Danielle,
Yeah.
Ethan. By the way, that's where I initially saw it. Ethan was showing his.
Evan
skate.
had his.
No, it's Ethan.
Mhm.
Open Mouth Sally had one.
Oh, of
Really?
course, Yeah.
Yeah,
on.
of course.
Fits right in his mouth.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Raise
All right.
up.
Maybe the Rays do like us, and they've been giving us stuff, and Mike Oliveira's just been hiding
Oh, that would
That's
be
very
yeah.
That'd
it. He'd be
something.
like, Cal don't want this. I'm just going to hide it.
That's,
I know they like me.
Clearly.
Yeah. That twist would be up there with when we thought that guy stole pot from your son and Joe gave it to him the whole
Twisted
time.
room.
Yeah.
Joe's got all the stuff at his house.
That's right.
Yeah.
Joe, the other day,
It's all on eBay.
it's on eBay. I went out there the other day and I looked at my son's little pot den area and I just started laughing thinking about that whole thing. I don't know what was funnier, that the guest that we had on the show wanted to buy weed,
Mhm.
or that Joe acted like he didn't know anything about it until the
Yeah.
last second.
And sold it to him.
Oh, that pot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to check in with Galvin. He has a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin. This is an open letter to bad names for companies. Dear bad names for companies, seriously, if you have a business and you want to be successful, you need a good name. You want something catchy or descriptive, like Burger King or Pelt Shoes or Stingray Chevrolet. You know what you're getting at those places. I even like pun names, like Lawn and Order for a landscaping place, or my idea for a chicken place named Famous Last Birds. But I just don't know what people are thinking. If you start a furniture store and you say, you know what, I think I'm just going to use my last name. Nobody said, I don't know, maybe Badcock isn't the best name. Maybe you should go with Henry's Furniture. That has a nice ring to it. That's the guy's first name that created it, Henry. Nobody is mad at Henry's Furniture. Nope, Badcock it is. By the way, that's not the only terrible name for a furniture store. Have you seen Love sack? Love sack. I mean, am I the only one that immediately thinks of a guy's balls when I hear that? Nothing I like better after a long, hard day of work than coming home and relaxing by laying my weary head down on some nice, comfy testicles. Love sack. I was driving the other day and I saw a delivery truck that said Bimbo Bakery.
Hey.
I actually did some research on this one. They blended the names Bingo and Bambi to get their name because the name's innocent, childlike association fits their image. So that means they could have gone with Binga or Bambo or Binby, but instead they chose Bimbo. Actually, I found out Bimbo wasn't their first choice. Their first choice for the name was Stupid Women Bakery, but they decided not to go with that. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to bad names for companies.
I got one for you.
What you got?
It's not a bad name. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Frank Gay Plumbing.
Oh,
ever seen that?
yeah.
This truck is just Gay Plumbing, and I have a.
It easily could be Frank's Plumbing, though.
I know, but I have a relative whose first name is Gay,
Yeah.
and that's unfortunate. Now.
Guy or lady?
Lady.
Yeah, I know a lady. My mother-in-law's best friend is
And I know a guy named Gay.
gay.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate. Like poor Frank Gay is probably a great plumber and a wonderful guy, but when you look at his truck, you just see Gay Plumbing, and it's got a bunch of pipes, and you're like,
Yeah. Lay in the pipe.
Yeah.
We know.
Unless Frank is gay, and then he's got, hey, Frank is Gay Plumbing. I
Right.
don't know
Gay
about
plumbing.
Right.
that. Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Goods, very successful.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah?
But I think they might have used that. They
Yeah.
might have go, hey, this is gonna work for us. Get it at Dick's.
Right.
I am very aware that there is a pool cleaning company called Calta's. Please stop sending me.
What did
pictures
I
of this
send
stuff.
you? Did I send it to you the other day?
You sent it to me, but I am still getting it from a lot of people.
I sent it to you because I said I thought I knew all the Celt companies.
Right.
Because, obviously your stepmom has the lawyer business and
My-
stuff, and then the gym and the different thing.
my
lawyer,
pickles.
The lawyer business.
I know,
Lawyer business.
I know, Carmen. That's what it's called. Lawyer
Yeah.
business. We do business.
You got that little lawyer thing going on. Yeah. It's interesting because my sister-in-law is a big real estate agent. My stepmother is a big lawyer, and if you travel between Port Richey and Trinity, and you just drive down the street, you see billboards for all the women in my daughter's family. You go, my aunt's here, my grandmother's here, they're all over the place. Yeah, there's Calta pool cleaners, and no, I don't, and one, they don't clean my pool, and no, I don't know them. So, yeah, I a lot of people
Definitely
send me
don't
those
know the
pictures.
guys from the gym.
I do know them, but I don't. Wait a second.
Let's get in the griddles.
More Caltas here than there were in New York. I think. Not related.
wild.
Yeah, and
Yeah, John Brennan texted me the other day. He goes, I was watching a documentary history thing, whatever, about different stuff, and they had Motorola, and he goes, Robert Galvin? I go, yeah. No relation.
Sure. Sure. No one believes you, Gal.
Well,
I keep waiting for one of those documentaries to come out about like aliens or the government or something. They show something in the background. You're like, is that Big Jim Galvin?
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think you're gonna find out the hard way too.
Yeah.
I know stuff.
Not the hard way. I'm just saying you'd be surprised.
My dad has a lot of files that you don't need to keep.
Yeah. I would
A
imagine
lot of
so.
stuff that you don't need to keep. I told him he's been retired for I don't know how long. I go, hey, I don't think they're calling you back. You can get rid of those now.
I did this thing in the garage and it worked, and I'm did it in my office now. It's been like a year in my office. The junk's just piling up. I want to go in there and just throw everything out.
Yeah.
I'm so worried
You
that I'm gonna
won't.
throw out something important though.
Yeah.
I won't. I probably won't, Carmen. I'm gonna need junk jockey soon
Yeah.
because we got rid of that playhouse that was outside, and there's just a bunch of junk over there, and it needs to get thrown out. I want to make like piles for the junk jockeys to come and clean out because I got to get it done before the graduation.
I can just make the call. They'll be here.
Oh, can we get this out on the record right now? I'm having a graduation party for my son.
Okay.
You're all going to be invited.
Really?
Don't feel like you have to come.
No, but what
We
if we
have
want to
to.
come?
Not you. I knew you'd come.
Oh.
I'm talking about like Galvin and Gio. Gio's got his own kid. Galvin doesn't like to do stuff. I'm just saying. I don't want you to feel
That's
forced.
a big moment.
I'll
yeah.
send a present.
Yeah, you don't even have to do that. I'm just saying. You're more than welcome.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I'm hoping to get another photo like the one that I took with him when he was 7 or 8, and he's up to my waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's towers over me.
Just like that one, he'll be taller than you in this one too.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I voted to not invite you guys to the
Aw.
part for the
You're
simple
a jerk.
for the simple reason that I didn't want you to feel like you'd have to come. Like it's gonna be my family and his friends, and you
Right,
know, and I
yeah.
was like, well, you guys don't want to come.
By the way,
wait.
By the way, before you even say it, Carmen, I understand that, and I wouldn't. These ones want to come though. They're like,
So here's the thing. My wife
Weirdo.
said, my wife's exact words were, well, Joey grew up with Spanish and Joe.
Yeah.
He's like friends with them. And I go, okay, but you don't just invite Spanish and Joe. That would be rude not to invite everybody. And I feel like which I'm happy to invite everybody, I just feel like I don't want them to feel like they're forced to go.
Okay. Well, I would love to go.
I just kind of wanted to point out, though, weren't you mad at a specific person for not inviting you to their birthday party, even though they knew you weren't going to show up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's
is
what he's
me. If it was Dizzy's nephew's birthday, I wouldn't want to go to that.
But I'm just saying, it's the same thing.
It's not the same. It's not even close.
no.
It's the exact same
By the way,
not the
by the way,
exact-
also he's inviting us.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but
I'm inviting you and giving you an out. I'm
Right.
telling
He's
you.
only
you don't-
inviting.
What?
No, I was gonna say he's only inviting us is because his wife is making him.
No,
he
that
said he
is not-
wasn't going to invite us.
Right. And my wife didn't overrule that. I just thought it would be.
He didn't want it to be an obligation.
Yes. Like, I don't want you to have to go, Saturday, we got to go to his kid's graduation now.
Yeah.
And we wanted to go do our own thing. It's your weekends and stuff. You spend enough time here.
Got to go back to Mike's house.
I
Yeah.
spend no time there.
Listen, you're welcome to come. There'll
Yeah.
be food and drinks and have a great time. And that's it.
I'll be
Oh,
here.
freeloaders will be here
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure, 100%.
There'll be plastic bags.
take
taking
food to
stuff
go.
home. Yeah.
I'll bring my own Tupperware this time, Michael.
You don't understand how every time we have a party like that, I go, don't throw that out. We'll just give it to Spanish and Joe.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Michael. Seriously.
That's
Yeah.
after they raid your son's closet for all his leftover clothes.
Yeah.
You don't
That too.
understand. You guys getting stuff from my son's closet and emptying that, it does more for us than it does for
I
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
When
You
Joey
kidding?
moves out, these guys are going to just raid through everything.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It's fine.
He doesn't have anything I could fit into anymore, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Those
Felt
days
too
are
big.
gone.
There's probably some dog jerseys or something.
Yeah.
You guys want to go through my office and see if there's anything
Yeah,
there? You know?
yeah, I go through your
Oh,
office.
Joe already has, I'm sure. All the stuff on eBay.
Joe, I'm surprised you're able to open the dog crates doors.
Oh yeah, no,
There's so
no
much
problem.
crap in there.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I love going in there and greeting the dogs. Good morning, ladies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you like to go outside?
Oh, the dogs are wonderful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said to my wife last night, she was, I say it all the time, but last night she was talking to Hazel. Hazel doesn't bark. She just goes, "Roar." And they were having a conversation. The dog would go, "Roar," and Amanda would go, what is wrong? What are you trying to say? And the dog would "Roar," get louder. And I just went, we're never getting dogs. We're never going to have any
Nah.
kids. We got 2 dogs, a tortoise,
Mhm.
a cat, 2 rotten kids. I mean, this house is,
Yep.
I wouldn't say that we won't end up with another dog someday. I think 3 is too much, but I wouldn't say that won't happen.
I can tell you 3 is not too much. It's a blast.
You have 3 dogs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
What?
I only know the 2.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
there was the other black one that was there. I saw it,
Sophie.
but it
Yeah,
wasn't
Sophie.
wasn't as personable. Didn't want to come around.
Oh,
Yeah.
the black dog feels unwelcome.
No,
Just looks
the
like
black
that.
does
Yeah.
not
It
feel
is
well.
black
Yeah.
in Joe's house.
Yeah.
Oof.
Rough.
Very welcome.
I didn't even notice that
Yeah.
there's a 3rd dog.
Yeah, yeah. They're a blast.
Well, Sophie's a lot older, so she moves slow,
Oh,
Yeah.
not
okay.
like Jenkins and
And
Stella.
Stella.
Like
Yeah.
the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only been 2 times the entire time I've been walking dogs at the Humane Society where I called my wife and I said, "What do you think about 3 dogs?"
Oh. Yeah, I mean, look, we have Mabel, Hazel, and we almost had Aretha.
Oh.
Aretha would have been good.
Yeah.
Who was Aretha? Was there a dog picked out, or you just had the name picked out?
No, there was a black golden doodle that my wife liked.
Oh.
And I said, oh, man, let's start thinking of a name. She goes, oh, it's Aretha. And I went, all right, let's get her. And then we didn't get her. Somebody else got her.
Oh,
Sorry.
so okay.
There'll be a rescue one day
Yeah.
that comes across Amanda's platforms, and she's going to see it, and there'll be no turning
Game
back.
over.
Because the reason we have Mabel is because Amanda met a different golden doodle, and That's what
Mhm.
she was like. We have to get one of those,
Yeah.
and we rescued France from an apartment.
You
That
really
was her name,
did.
France.
France.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not
because
a good name.
Mabel was in the apartment kitchen, fenced in,
Mhm.
and it was barking because we were strangers. And the woman that owned it kept going, France, shut up, France.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, France, you gotta go.
Yeah. Rescued.
We're rescued. We gotta get you out of here. Then they tried to negotiate, not money wise, but she was like, well, my husband's on his way home. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't need to meet him.
Right.
I'm here. I got the money. Give me the dog. Let's get going. What's going on over here? And she's like, well, I think he's going to be mad. I go, again, I don't care. I don't live with him. I just drove all the way to Ocala. Give him my goddamn dog. And that's how it goes. I saw, when I went to Bread Bandits the other day, I got out of the car and I saw another car parked with a dog in the window. And I went, here's my chance to break the window.
Yeah.
I'm going to go smash it. And it was a cute little dog. I don't know what it was. It was a cute little dog. And it had its head up like this. And I could just see its little whiskers blowing in the wind. I'm like, oh, there she's on.
Yeah.
I mean, his whole face was blowing in the air conditioning. I think
Yeah,
that dog was just
but also,
just
if
fine.
you're gonna leave your AC on and leave the dog in there, you got to put up a sign because people are dying to break windows.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you, and also, I think that's very acceptable if you are running into Bread Bandits to pick up some bread and leave. But if you're going there to sit down and have breakfast, I don't like that.
Oh, no,
that's
yeah.
too much.
Yeah, I think anything over 20 seconds is too much.
Yeah. If you're just running in to grab something from the store and running out, that's fine. But if you're gonna go there and sit down and have some coffee, and then the poor dog's like, "What about me?
Right.
What did I do?"
Have you seen the videos of the dogs that they take them out on boats and they just dunk their heads in the water while the boat's moving?
No.
Yeah,
Or like along the side.
No, like fully.
Really?
Yeah, their head is fully in the water and they'll pick it up to breathe and then they just dunk it right
that's
back
hilarious.
in.
There's some dogs that are crazy. Like they'll stand out there and wait for a fish to come by and just go boom and grab the fish.
Really?
Yeah, but then also I saw a golden retriever that would go down and swim like 8 feet down and get rocks and come back up and be like,
Really?
yeah, like swim down, hold its breath, swim down there and grab a rock, which is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Thank God for a family that was never a pet family and never a dog family. I'm very happy with my dog.
Yeah.
Michael, that
Yeah.
third dog's probably going to show up after Joey leaves. A little bit of an empty nest syndrome
A
going
little bit of
on.
room.
You know,
How long do I have to keep that kid's room?
Oh, as soon as he's gone.
Yeah.
Just-
Right,
What are you
remodel
turning it
it.
into?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm thinking about having like a gift packing room.
all right, yeah, nice.
With all
So-
the gifts you don't give?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I'd be better at giving them if I had a place to sit down and wrap them.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just kidding. When I was a kid, I went by Aaron Spelling's house, and they said he had a room for just gift wrapping, and I thought that's pretty interesting.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
they just-
Joe kicks Spanish off of Whore Island, he's gonna have a place to live.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
No, it's not.
Oh,
I could never live with you
why?
because
I'm a
after
delight.
the first 3 days of the week, I'm like, Then by Thursday, I'm like, I just hate his face. Then Friday, I'm like, I'm gonna kill him if I see him again. Then we go into the weekend, and Monday, I'm happy to see you again.
But
Same
wait,
for me, Michael.
wait a second. Why would you hate me?
You know,
It's just your face. Yeah.
My face. I mean, I don't have to like hang out with you all the time.
If you're in this house, you would.
Nah, I
Yeah.
keep to myself. I keep to myself, even though Joe and I live
He's
together.
meditating in the living room and
I
stuff.
do. I would.
the last thing you want to hear is first thing in the morning you will wake up and come into the kitchen. Hello, Michael.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's putting honey in his coffee.
It's a beautiful day today.
Yeah. I am very jolly in the morning. I will say that.
I
Yeah.
walk down the stairs. Each step, I grunt.
And fall down the last three.
No, I'm pretty agile these days. I get down to the bottom, and then I'm just like, turn the corner, walk in here, and then I come in here, and I'm a ray of light.
Yeah,
But it takes me a couple of seconds to kind of get it going.
that's all right. Do you know me and Joe don't usually speak to each other in the morning until we get here?
That's very
In the
true.
car.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What do
Yeah.
you say?
Nothing.
Nothing. We just listen to music. I'll put on
Yeah.
music.
We
yeah.
don't speak to each other. What do you say?
I mean, like, what do you do is what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. We get in the car. I throw on the playlist, and we just kind of drink our coffee and come over here. We might say something to each other in the kitchen before we get in the car, but usually,
Every now and then, it's after a long silence. How was your weekend?
oh, dude, he gets me with that every once in a while. It'll scare the hell out of me while I'm driving.
Pete and I used to do the same thing when we lived together and worked together. We'd just get up in the morning, and it was a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of grunting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we only had a minute and 20-second ride to work,
No,
so
yeah.
it didn't really matter.
Yeah. We can usually, especially at this point, we can tell what kind of mood the other one is in. So like if I know Joe's in a rather perky mood, I'll throw him, hey, good morning. He's like, hey, good morning. Otherwise, we don't say a word.
Any hands on your thighs anymore?
No. It was a one-time
Well,
mistake.
That's after the show.
Remember,
Yeah.
drunk, he got handsy.
Yeah.
It was a one-time mistake.
I thought you were sugar pants.
Yeah.
I really did.
That was the best face ever when I moved your hand gingerly away and you went, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were my girlfriend.
Now, if you come to the party, are you going to bring sugar pants?
Yeah. I
But
mean, if
not
that's
like the
allowed.
whole family, right?
Oh yeah,
No,
dogs and
The
everything.
whole fam.
No, not everybody.
Joe
One.
plus 4.
No.
I think Joey will be happy if Spanish and Pat are there and
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah.
That's really the only 3 people I think he can.
No
make.
Carmen?
I'll send Chad.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd want to see Carmen. I want to see Galvin. I want to see Gio and all that. But I'm saying, I think he'd most look forward to
Mhm.
the 2 that are his height, or were his
Yeah,
height
where now he's
when he was
fine.
a kid,
Yeah.
and Chad.
Yeah.
So bring a couple of dubs as a graduation gift.
Wait, what?
I don't want him smoking your skunk weed.
All right.
Oh
All
my
right.
God, just nickel fritz.
Couple of dudes.
Yeah.
You probably have those Quaaludes too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 714s.
Jesus, man.
Maybe let him wear
Lemons.
your weed hat for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, get him his own.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's
For
weed hat is also his
college.
puke hat.
No, it's not. That's a different hat.
That's
I'm,
the puke hat.
I'm so glad that he's not into all of that stuff that comes along with the weed, like
Yeah.
the Grateful Dead and or Bob Marley and
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff. He still does his own thing.
Yeah, but that's completely different now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that was the stereotypical stoner back in the day. Now it's like, you know, the lady that works at the, you know, the secretary is a stoner. And you're like, I don't know.
My parents knew I was a stoner when I was going to college. They didn't really accept it before then, but when they were helping me like pick stuff out, posters and stuff for my room, we went to Spencer's and I got a lava lamp and
Who
like
doesn't-
this trippy poster.
Some
My
black
mom
Light
like,
Who goes to
posters.
Spencer's with their mom to pick out
Yeah,
posters for
yeah.
their dorm
I
room?
got a cool mom.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, that is one of the fun parts about going to college is
Yeah.
decorating that room.
Yeah. And
Good-
when your
good
parents
stuff.
come up and fill your fridge with groceries, that was always awesome.
Did not have that.
I
in
didn't
my
have that
life,
either.
Yeah, I was
Sounds
lucky.
nice.
I was lucky. Yeah, I was lucky. I was fortunate.
All right.
Man,
I'm telling you, we got a weekend Tallahassee trip coming up.
please, I would love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so in.
Yeah.
Look, we'll all pile in the Sprinter and go
Yeah.
up there.
Rough Shot Todd gonna come?
Oh, dude.
Which, by the way,
I'm back,
happy
baby.
birthday, Todd.
Oh,
Is
happy
today Todd's birthday?
Todd.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
How would
yeah.
you know that?
We're friends on Facebook.
Oh,
man, I won't
that's
be friends
lovely.
with Todd.
Gio's getting him a cruise for his birthday.
Yeah. Rough shot Todd.
Not
is-
on ours, different cruise.
Oh.
He's 50 today.
Oh,
No,
that is a rough
really?
shot.
Yeah.
Oof. I saw the conversation you and Todd had on Facebook yesterday when I put the thing up for the cruise.
yeah, I didn't
and
see
you
it.
tagged Todd in, and I just wrote nope. underneath. He's banned. Tell me he's banned from the
Oh,
cruise.
God.
He can't wait to go again next
Nope.
No. Yeah.
Nope.
Him
Do
and
you-
Dizzy's cousin.
Have you thought about who you'd be bringing next year?
year. No, not at all.
Are you going to go solo? Maybe your
I was
wife?
gonna say, God forbid you bring your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't want to go on the cruise.
My wife would love to go.
My wife loves it.
So bring your wife.
Usually, like the reason she didn't go this past time because there was soccer tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Like usually, my daughter's soccer is very busy at that time of year. That's why she didn't go.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know next year how my wife's going to feel whether or not she wants to go, but she didn't really want to go last year.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with her
Bobby's
going.
going this year, so maybe.
Bobby's going this year. Who knows if we're going to announce anybody else?
Mhm.
I really enjoyed the dudes. Wow.
Yeah.
The
Hello.
dude
That
cruise.
mixed with the toast.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
You're having
man.
problems.
Game
Let me see your
over,
face.
dude.
It's droop. Oh, no.
no.
Oh, no.
Don't
Going
do that.
down.
Don't do that.
Oh, droop along. All right. Well, if you're interested in going on the cruise, you can get all the details at theboneonline.com. I assume. I'm just assuming. Do you think they changed April Macy's joints?
I don't think so.
No way.
You didn't check?
No.
Let me see. You got the bone bonus up there. You got second one right there. Celtic Cruise.
Okay.
Got all the information.
All
Stingray
right.
Chevrolet presents Celtic
Good.
Cruise 18. It's got the UFC with Budweiser, all that stuff. It's got some. Oh wait, what is that?
Oh.
We got giving away tickets to a soccer game or something.
Oh.
Win
What?
tickets Copa America game in Orlando.
Oh.
Mm.
Who's going to that?
I don't even know if Copa America is soccer. I think it is. Yeah, soccer.
April Macy, joins the Mike Calta Show.
We did it, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah,
We
and
did
when you scroll down under latest Mike Calta Bone TV videos, Gronk is up there.
Where?
Well, Gronk's
Yeah.
been up there.
Oh,
That wasn't the problem.
sorry.
Getting stuff done. No, Gronk wasn't there.
No, he
Right?
wasn't.
He wasn't there. He was in the other thing.
Yeah,
but
in your
now he's-
face,
yeah, right
Herman.
there.
No, it was.
No.
Oh, sorry
Yeah,
again.
it was.
Sorry
I
again.
looked at it
Apologies.
yesterday.
I have a screenshot of it right here.
We looked at
Oh,
it
in your
yesterday.
face.
It was not there. What are you talking about? Which
So
part?
so
If
when
you
you
go-
yeah, sorry,
Click on
go
Bone
ahead, Carmen.
TV.
If you go to Bone TV, it was the very first video, and now it's the second one. Because yesterday John put up whose tweet
Oh.
as the video,
Yeah.
but Gronk was
Why
the.
would you put up that of all things?
Oh Jesus!
Take it down immediately. Take it down.
There's no pleasing you.
Let it burn. And I'm on your page specifically on theboneonline.com.
Which the show page for me hasn't been working. It's working today, but it's been like a 404.
Really?
But it's working today. But
Yeah.
yesterday it was a 404.
In the old 404.
Give him the 404.
404.
I don't know. Yeah.
See my new Stingray Chevrolet truck? Or my
Oh,
Tahoe?
what you got? Oh,
I
Tahoe.
went to Tahoe.
All right.
Nice.
Tahoe's a great car.
I like it. I like it a lot.
John Brennan just texted me and he said, I fixed it all yesterday. And then he put, by 10.
Oh.
All right.
Shots fired, Joe. Shots fired.
Mhm.
Joe, do you
Playground thumb.
ever have anxiety about your job?
No.
Clearly.
Makes sense.
Somebody the other day, where was it? On Twitter, wrote something about Joe, and I want to see, what is it?
Spanish, do you have anxiety about your job?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially with recent events and all that. Yeah.
Not so recent anymore.
No, but, you know.
Jason wrote, Galvin, why are we surprised that Joe is doing less than part-time work? He never did part-time work when he was full-time. And I just wrote back, who is this we you speak of?
All right.
I worry about you, Joe.
Oh, don't worry, Michael.
Okay.
I can't imagine not being anxious about work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're anxious? I'm
Always.
never anxious about work.
What are you anxious about? You're over anxious.
Probably.
Yeah, you're anxious about everything.
If
Yeah.
you set up an interview and the interview falls short, like Ryan Jensen was supposed to come in the studio.
Oh, yeah. That still stresses me out.
Yeah, but
it
that's
was-
not your fault. That's
Two-
them.
2 months ago.
That's them. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even think twice about that. What are you supposed to do? Go pick them up?
Yeah. Well,
Bring 'em here?
yeah. I don't know why. It's literally, it'll bug me forever.
How about this to fix that? I just found out Rashad White lives around the corner.
Yes.
Let's go get him over here.
All right.
All right.
You want me to go
Go
knock on
knock
some
on his
doors?
door?
Go knock on his door. Be like,
Right.
get in the golf cart. We're
Yeah.
taking
Come
you over
on,
to the
knock on my
studio.
door.
Come on, knock on my door.
I didn't know he lived over here.
Yeah.
By the way, do you know who wrote that? Come and knock on my door. Three's Company theme
Barry
song?
Manilow.
No,
Let me guess. Quincy Jones,
no.
Mr. Furley.
I just found this out the other day.
Marvin Berry.
B.J. Thomas.
Nope.
Gloria Loring. I don't know.
Well, I don't know whether he wrote it, but it said he worked on it. Ray Charles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I bet you he'd sing it a lot different.
All right.
They don't make good theme songs anymore.
No.
No, they don't even have themes. They go
They
right
just-
into the show.
Yeah. Or they'll use like
Songs that are out.
like an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Cheers. They had the cold open, then the
Yeah.
then the song, then you went into it. Now like Seinfeld just got and then the show would start.
Which they did not want to have that. Like Jerry wanted that. Jonathan Wolf, I think, is the guy who created that, and because they did an interview with that guy, and he was like, They were like, no, that's not. And Jerry's like, no, I like that. I like,
Oh,
and, you know,
really?
it's so identifiable with it and stuff. But it's just a weird, synth bass,
Yeah.
weird thing, whatever. But works.
I don't know. I watch so much of that show now that it's so perfect to me.
One of the greatest theme songs for a television show, which is so identifiable with the show, was not going to be the theme song. The guy who created and did all this stuff said, they were like, we don't like the theme song. And he goes, yeah, no, it's just a placeholder. He goes, the whole time I knew it was going to be the theme song. Cops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were like, you can't use that as the theme song. And he goes, yeah, no, it's just a placeholder.
Yeah.
He's like, that's totally the theme song. I'm
Totally,
not changing
totally.
it. Yeah.
All right, let us take a break. If you would like to get through and be on the show, you can do that. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's somebody else.
No, so the fact that you brought up Ryan Jensen now, I've got a lot of anxiety.
Oh, he's got to go check his blood pressure.
Ryan Jensen should be at work.
Yeah.
Tristan Wirfs is not showing up, right?
No.
Do you see the size of that baby?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's only like 2 weeks old.
Dude, he's got a baby that's like 10 days old, and it's like holding a 5-year-old.
He's like, is this normal?
His wife's privates must be blown out. Blown out.
What is wrong with
Very
you?
nice lady.
Carmen, what's wrong with me? Common sense. If you try to put a...
That's not how that works.
Oh, I don't think you know how it works.
Yeah, I don't think you know how it works.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you have a pinhole and you try to push a rubber tire through it, what happens to the pinhole?
Yeah, it depends on what material the pinhole is made out of.
You have any elastic socks that are blown out?
Yeah.
Put them around your fat calves, and then all of a sudden they don't.
man.
No, I meant in
Your
general.
fat calves?
Well, I meant in general fat calves.
Carmen has fat calves.
Then all of a sudden they lose elasticity.
Carmen, you want me to slap him in the face?
Go for it. Just go.
Keep Carmen's name out of your mouth.
I don't think you know how it works.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
I think you're just afraid.
She has it.
You have one?
She's got one.
You've got a large baby?
Yeah.
Alvin's face
Chad.
when she said she has it.
Shut up. Carmen's just defending blown out privates everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
No. Let's take a break now.
please.
It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. It's still time.
Yeah.
It's still time to get breakfast.
I mean,
course.
it's 9. You only have an hour.
We need to figure out a way to get breakfast as quick as we get coffee around here. Like, we should have a little griddle or something set up and always warm just in case you need to go out there and do something.
I mean, we could get a hot plate easily, and I mean,
What is this, prison?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I'm
you
just-
know, hot place. Yeah. It's
You
not a
make
dorm
ramen?
room.
You make ramen?
Yeah,
You're right. You're
You
right.
want a hot plate? I'll get you a hot plate.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And Joe could heat some stuff up for it. Joe's a very good cook.
I am.
Is he?
Yeah. He's got that ability to just take trash out of the kitchen. Don't find
refrigerator,
anything.
make
And out of
something
the
good.
garage.
Yeah, and then like he calls it slop, but it is delicious every time he
I
makes
make,
it.
I make some
I'm
good
being honest.
things.
Yeah.
Like
But see-
what's something you're putting together? What are you doing?
just
you got
depends.
some noodles.
Like I'm really good drunk chef. So like if we're all sitting around and everybody's hungry, I'll go
Because
in
you're
there.
drunk. Nobody
Yeah,
knows the
well,
difference.
No, I'll grab a thing of crackers. We got some cheese. We melt something. Whatever.
so you just came up with cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
That was
chef.
a good.
Yeah, Chef
good.
Boyardee over here.
I remember
You're welcome.
one time in the crock pot, we had a pound of turkey meat and we had sweet corn, rice, tomatoes.
All right.
I think we had.
I diced up
beans.
some jalapenos, throw them in there.
Yeah,
Bam.
You made
yeah.
chili.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
called
somebody that
slop.
could look at ingredients and say, I got this going.
Just a culinary treasure you are.
You know, I hate everybody.
I'd eat your slop,
Not you,
Joe.
Michael.
I'd eat your
Yeah.
slop.
Thank you.
You call it Sloppy Joe?
I do.
Trademark.
Oh.
But yeah, we could get a prison hot plate here and heat up some stuff.
I mean, at what point do
Corned
we have to
beef
be
hash.
like Steve Harvey and we get our own omelet station?
That would be
I
awesome.
think we should.
Yeah.
I tried.
I can make you corned beef hash anytime you want.
No, I don't. want
Throw some
that.
peanut butter in there.
I'm
it's
not, like,
delicious.
again, I'm not in prison. I'm not corned beef hash.
I think for our own omelet station and all that stuff, we'd have to go back to the studio. And
Why?
I think JoJo would be in charge of that, and she would have it all set up there. Because
Yeah.
who's taking care of it over here? Who's doing all that?
Joe.
Me.
You're trusting Joe?
No.
You're
Right,
trusting
he's
Joe?
gonna forget to
Joe
keep
around
tearing it
fire.
off.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not true. Not
We can
true.
get one of those.
No,
like,
I want somebody. I want to hire somebody who makes it for us, like
And
the
have
omelet
it
station.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like we come in the morning and there's Roy. Hey, Roy, how you doing? And he's like, oh, good. I'll have your omelets ready in a little while. And you're like,
So you
"Great."
want a personal chef?
I don't want to go. Roy, today I'd like crepes. Just have a little breakfast ready to go.
Yeah.
Like Roy has a menu every day, and he hands you the menu, and you choose the item you want off the
Right,
menu.
things he's making. Here's my thing:
Yeah.
is that we come into the show, we do a break for a half hour, we talk, and then we break for like 20 minutes. So get all the commercials out of the way early in the morning. That would be our breakfast
Yeah,
break.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
You could even do it like the meal prep services where he sends you a bunch of stuff to choose from.
Yeah.
You know, he had 20 different things, but then you choose 5 for the week. You know?
I can tell you, I don't think we give enough credit to Roy. He really
Right.
has done a great job.
Roy's
Yeah,
the best.
I mean, you know.
You're not Roy, man.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought I was Roy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We should
omelet
bring a
station-
Roy in every Friday. We should test drive a Roy every Friday.
Where do you get? I wouldn't even know where to get somebody like that. Like where to hire that.
Well, there's the guy that always wants to cook for us that on social media.
Yeah,
It's always like
I think he actually just messaged in the group chat on YouTube.
I don't trust any of
Yeah.
those people.
Now's my time.
Yeah, but there's a lot of those.
Yeah,
Personal chefs is what they are.
yeah. There's one woman in particular that I follow that does paella, but I don't think you guys would eat paella in the morning.
I'd eat
Gotta
paella
eat.
It looks
out of
so
Joe's
good.
small of his back.
Yeah.
No.
At
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the
Oh,
morning.
I would
I
allow
bet you
that.
there's a tuft of hair there.
There might be.
There is.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we should start. Just like
Yeah.
a little something.
I saw. I don't know if you'd be interested in this, but they also have hibachi guys that'll come to your house and do like a party. Yeah, those look pretty
Did
cool.
I ever tell you the first time I ever really went to like a Benihana type place where they do the whole,
Yeah.
volcano?
Yeah, slice the egg.
Yeah,
put it in
that
your
whole
hat.
thing.
Toss the shrimp in the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
First time I ever did that, I was working on the other show, and I thought this would be fun to have this guy come in here and do it. And I go, "Hey, I work on this morning radio show." This is exactly what he said to me. I said, "I work on this morning radio show. Would you come in the studio and cook for us in the studio?" And the guy goes, "I know you. You want to make fun of Chink." And I go, "No. I want you to come and do all your food tricks. I don't want to make fun of you." And I was like, maybe this is a bad idea. We didn't do it.
He knew you.
He did
No.
not trust you.
Yeah, I don't know what he thought.
Yeah, Roy would trust you.
Maybe we get like a food truck to pull up out front at a certain time every morning. We just walk to the driveway.
That would be
A
good.
sample.
Like,
Like
food-
even if it's like one of those old construction sites where a guy,
Yeah, yeah,
roach
yeah.
coach pulls up.
Yeah.
Get some
Roach
empanadas or
coach.
something.
little food truck rally out front every day.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you like 10, you start work at 7 in the morning, 7:30, and then like 10 o'clock, the roach coach will pull through and people take a 10-minute coffee break, get a
Yeah.
little empanada or something,
Yeah.
and get back to work.
They just set up a roach coach right by our place that Joe and I are going to
Yeah,
check out.
at
And
the
they do
tire
tacos.
place.
And it looks,
Um,
and every
yeah.
day there's a line there.
I got one scheduled for Friday.
Okay.
Oh, what do you
Why,
got?
though?
JoJo.
What do you
He's
mean,
coming
JoJo?
JoJo said, "Fine, I'll come over Friday." and
Oh,
cook for you guys."
perfect.
Ah.
Can't JoJo come over here and cook for
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, but what about the other days?
Yeah.
Can she do? Can
Oh,
she do?
she's Friday.
Oh, geez.
JoJo
We got her
Friday.
on Friday.
Can we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
I don't know.
Roy will be
Talk to her.
Thursday.
Monday,
Talk to her.
In between taking care of a child and doing her full-time job, she can come over here and make
Yeah.
us breakfast.
By the way, I guarantee the food truck at the end of the driveway is going to come. We got to walk all the way down the end of the
Yeah,
driveway.
Spanish. Go see what the food truck.
I
is.
got you, Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, but JoJo comes from this side of town, so it's on her way to work.
So she's going to stop here and make us breakfast every morning?
Yes.
She offered.
Yes.
It's insane.
Somebody in the chat brought up a really good point. They said to get a cook from Waffle House, and I got to tell you, I kind of agree with that.
Can't scram it and slam it without the grill.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, I
Get the
have one of
grill.
those grills.
You do.
True.
You do.
I would let an outdoor chef go out there into the outdoor kitchen and cook
Yeah.
something up and bring it in here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It won't be too hot because it'll be early.
Whatchamacallit from the tailgates that do all this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, Danny?
Grill and provisions.
But-
I don't
Like-
think we can get him in
No,
here.
no, no. I'm not saying him necessarily, but he's got to have some people or connections, like, hey, these guys are good. They'll do it.
Spanish. That reminds me of a real thing.
Okay.
We need to call our friends at Bud Light and see if they can do some keg maintenance before Joey's graduation party.
We need to test the lines, Mike.
We need to test the lines.
Okay.
We need to make sure, because I went and turned one on the other day and it sputtered out and I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
We need to make sure the
Um,
kegs are full and
When
they're
does-
both fully
You just
operational.
got to let me know the date that they need to be here before.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
this-
ASAP. No, it's
Okay.
not this
Okay.
weekend. What's not this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't want you showing up at my house on Saturday looking for a party.
Memorial Day weekend. You're going to show up and ruin everything.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
Where's Joey?
I understand there'd be a barbecue here.
It's you, Grandma, Sugar Pants.
Oh, you're not bringing all the
dogs.
pantses, are you?
Oh, all of
Not
them.
bringing all the
Yes.
pantses.
Short
plus
pants,
four.
long pants, sweatpants. They're all coming.
Too many pantses.
Yeah.
Too many pantses.
Capris,
Oh, yeah.
gauchos.
I bought these mushrooms,
Oh.
these mushroom chocolates. I
Yeah.
don't know if they're real or not.
No.
Well, I mean,
Where'd
like-
you get
Let's
them?
try 'em.
Where'd you get them?
They can't be not like to trip, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
They make them for, it's called, the company is called Alice.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
All right. So these are,
Alice in Wonderland.
Hey.
Mushrooms.
they're mushroom chocolates for deep sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they have them for sexual stuff. They
Yeah.
have one called for the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
they work.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think the deep sleep ones work great. I can't tell though if it's deep sleep or if it's me. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean, probably. I mean, I know for sure that depending on the mushroom, they'll keep you in a deep sleep. So just being able to fall asleep is awesome, but it'll keep you in a deep sleep.
I can
was
fall
gonna-
asleep. That's my superpower.
Yeah.
But I have stayed asleep and been deep sleep, and I can't. I don't know if it's the mushrooms or if I'm just getting lucky. Like I assume it's the mushrooms.
Yeah. They definitely help.
Mm.
Because I take lion's mane, and when I stop taking it, like if I don't keep ordering it, I can tell a difference, especially in the morning. Yeah, because I take it in the morning.
All right.
Yeah,
I
and
just
turkey
reorder.
tail. Yeah, turkey
But
tail for my
lion's
gut.
mane is also good for sleep, Spanish.
Is it
You know-
really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can take it at night. It's good for like brain.
Yeah. That's why I take it in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Good for brain.
it's
for
good
brain.
for the listen.
Good for brain,
I,
yeah.
You're a
I am
doctor.
Hey,
I
listen,
am
if
so
you're gonna get-
out of it today.
If you're gonna go into lawyer business, you need mushroom for good for brain.
Yeah.
May I suggest some lion's mane? For
Yeah.
It's actually re-owned for brain.
Reowned. Mike Calta Show. Good
Hello.
morning. Yes. Hello.
Good morning, Mike and crew. This is Chef Todd, owner of Loudmouth. Heard you guys are looking for someone to cook you a good, healthy breakfast.
What is
I'm offering my services whenever you're ready.
I don't
What
know where
is
you heard-
loudmouth?
Where you heard healthy in there.
Well, I can make anything. I can cook for Mike wants a certain type of protein or certain dietary strength. I'm well versed. I used to be the personal chef to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I own the restaurant called Loudmouth out on 41.
Where is
By Tiki
loudmouth, sir?
Cove.
It is
I
on
know that
Land O'Lakes
place.
Boulevard.
Is that the one that was like the biker bar at one point?
Yeah, but we have a totally different energy.
No,
going
I
in
know,
here
I
live.
know, I know. I just
Totally
I'm
different
identifying the
energy.
building. I've heard nothing but good
Yeah.
things, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I listen avidly every single day. Carmen knows who I am, so she can give you my contact if that's something you want.
All
I
right.
can come in and cook any type of cuisine for you guys. I'd love to show you my skills sometime.
I love it. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll stop in there as well. All right. Thank you. Carmen has your info.
Yep.
Carmen does.
All right, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the call.
I'll fire
Have a
up the
great
griddle.
day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
By the way, 5 out of 5 stars.
Oh
on,
no! Listen to me. I'm. Let me finish what I'm saying before it gets all screwed up. That place was the dirtiest, smokiest biker bar, and this guy went in and turned it all around. And everybody that I know that's been there says it's fantastic.
It's packed like on Friday,
Yep.
Saturday. You see a ton of cars out there.
Yeah, I hear nothing but good things. Good for him, man. That's great. Mike Calta Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mike Calta, man, Mr. Legend Medicine Man?
Can you cook?
Oh.
I'm not that great, but once on a grill, probably.
What do you do? What do you eat your meals? Like, what do you cook ever for yourself, or do you go out to eat every day?
A lot of times I go out and eat because the stuff in the supermarket is kind of expensive. Especially one person. Everything is more like big packages.
What's your
I
go-to?
don't
What's your
like buying-
go-to place to eat?
I like places like Chili's or any place that cooks a good, decent burger or food that doesn't suck. There's a lot of cars there. It doesn't suck. You see places that have no cars, it sucks.
Don't go to Loudmouths. I don't want you there.
No, Loudmouth sounds like a good place, but it's too far from my electric bike to get out there.
Yeah.
Electric bike.
You still riding the electric bike?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
only have a certain amount of range on it, 50 miles, but I play it safe 40 miles, each
I don't know
way,
whether you saw. They have those pedals now that you can use.
He's been pedaling for 50
Yeah,
years.
I know,
He's done
but
pedaling.
I use the pedals on it.
I'm
I'm trying
surprised
to
he
lose
get
weight. I
fat
lose
now.
it on a thick side,
That's true. What if he gets really fat now because he doesn't have to pedal anymore?
Yeah.
Best. It would be the best.
I do not want to get fat.
Well,
Uh,
none of us wanted it. Just happens.
I'm just maybe about 10 pounds overweight.
We'll have
That's
to-
about it.
We'll have to change your name to have to take your diabetes medicine man.
What do you think Medicine Man's signature dish is when he's at home?
Joe's
I
slop.
like spaghetti, meatballs, with sausages, with ribs in it,
Spaghetti with ribs in it. All right.
That's all right. That's what he said. Okay.
short ribs.
Short ribs and spaghetti?
Sure.
Sounds-
Yeah.
sounds
That actually
wonderful.
sounds delicious.
You know what Italian is,
All right. Well, good talking to you.
Yeah, don't forget, I might be at a concert Friday with you guys.
Oh, at Saigon Kick?
Yeah.
What's the determining factor?
Very good factor there. Me and Chris will meet up there with some other people.
Maybe Galvin will pick you up.
Yeah, Galvin's
Yeah,
going.
Galvin said
I
he
wouldn't
would.
mind golf. I wouldn't mind going.
I'm letting you
golfing
know right
people.
now I'm not picking you up.
Why? What if he wants you to pick?
Yeah.
It's completely out of my way.
Uh-huh.
I have a very nice car that I don't want Medicine Man in,
Uh-huh.
and I
You know,
don't
damn
want to.
well, I'm a pretty clean person.
I agree with that.
I heard pretty clean.
Organically.
Shower.
I don't need your short ribs and spaghetti all over my car.
What
I
do
like
you,
wings. I know anything, that doesn't suck.
what would you say the frequency in which you shower is?
What?
How
Shower?
how many times a week do you take a shower?
Every night I take a shower before I go to bed.
Oh, you take a little nighttime shower?
And I'm nocturnal shower.
Yeah. All right. I believe it. He never smells.
I mean, the summer heat is
When I
here.
was
He's
down
all
there, I go to
dressed
a
in
concert,
black.
That's the first thing I do is come home, take a shower, or at night.
Will you go to the Saigon Kick Show if I get you tickets?
Hell yeah, I will.
But you have to wear a yellow polo and jean shorts.
I don't have no yellow.
I'll buy
polos.
one. I'll buy one for you.
I mean, yellow's gonna make my skin look even darker.
That a vlog can't get mad at me if I or what is it? Blog can't get mad at me if I buy you clothes and give you tickets.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Also, my birthday's coming up too.
I know. What are you gonna be 76?
No, 73.
Oh. So my dad is actually older than you.
Hard to believe.
Would you fight him at the punch out?
Just like I'll think about it.
Interesting.
Medicine Man, do you eat bugs?
No,
He will one day.
I don't even
Yeah.
like when the damn thing hit me in the face riding my electric bike either.
All
Those
right.
stupid love bugs.
Medicine Man. Best local band to come from Tampa in the past 40 years.
I have to put the word on Sabotage
I knew you were going to
before
say
they fell apart.
that. Yeah. Who would be the second one? Because I knew you were going to say that.
Greg Billings,
Billings. I do like
Yeah.
that Billings guy.
Okeechobee whiskey, and I
Mhm.
put Black Conkeys.
Did you like the Bleeding Hearts?
Oh hell yeah, they were great back in the day. They
Yeah.
were a lot of fun early Nazi.
That's when I used to see Medicine Man, like when I was young, and he looked exactly the same. All right, I got to go, Medicine Man. See you later.
Don't you wish a lot of people can keep themselves looking the same for 40 years?
I mean, honestly, you've nailed it. It didn't work for you before because you were young and you looked like that, but now that you're old, it's appropriate.
Is it
Yeah.
He looks like his age now.
really?
Well, not his dyed hair,
His dyed hair, his
body
Pentagram.
glove, t-shirt.
stuff. Yeah, everything.
All right,
I'm wearing an O'Neill shirt right now, and then last Saturday I was at the Armand Martha Obituary Cannibal Corpse and Frozen Soul concert at the Sundome. I mean, the Yingling Center.
yeah.
That was
All right.
a hell of a show.
All right, I got to go.
All right.
All right.
Don't forget, I'll be out there Friday.
See you there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah. It's
Bye.
gonna rock.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we all
Never hangs up. Never hangs up.
can't.
Jesus.
You hang
I'm
up
not even
first.
touching my phone.
You hang up. 1, 2, 3, go.
Let me turn it on before I hang it on because
You did it.
I did it. I know I did. Listen, I'm not blaming anybody but me. He makes me laugh. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll play a game. We'll give away some tickets because I know we do have a lot of stuff left to blow out. Can we play a little Who's My Baby's Daddy next? We haven't done that in some time.
Yeah,
All right, let's do it next on 102.5 The Bone. Now, Carmine, we have some stuff to give away today.
we do. We have a bunch of stuff.
What do we have left?
We have tickets for Saigon Kick,
Mm-hmm.
Kane Brown, Steve-O, and the Marley Brothers.
Why are you giggling?
I don't know. I thought you usually like to interrupt me on one of them,
Mhm.
and I was waiting for that, and it didn't happen,
Mhm.
and I didn't know what to do, so I just giggled.
That's a perk of being a girl.
Yeah.
When in doubt, just giggle it out.
Yes.
All right, let's give some stuff away with a little Who's My Baby's Daddy. Here we go.
Okay, everybody, this is Maury Povich, and it's time to play Who's My Baby's Daddy?
Lord, I've been done had too many babies, honey. Who is my baby daddy? Girl, I'd be a millionaire if I could ever figure out where I got Cheeto, Limbo, Cracker Jack, Orangelo, K Martina, Salmonella, Velveeta, Genitalia, Catfish, Leroy, Cocoa Puffs and Pluto, Penelope, Jack Daniels, Buford and Lamangelo. Who is my baby daddy? Don't even two of these children even look alike. Aloe Vera, Maybelline, Gingivitis, Brill Cream, Cruix, NyQuil, Gangsta Q and Daffodil, Ron Bacardi, Captain Morgan, D-Mark Torres and DeLorean, Gynolotrum and Felicia, Chlamydia Champagne. Who named these children and how many of them is it? Why they always want to come live with me anyway? Ask them who their daddy is. Look over yonder, they go. Nova Scotia, Bubblicious, Cuponita, Gonorrhea, Ice Bucket, Batuglia, Visine, and Margarita, Percolator, Terminator, Velcro, and Taekwondo, Varicella, Chromosome, Obstetria, and Shathid. That's an ignorant one right there, Shathid. Who is these baby dads? I wish I knew. I'd show sue him for some child support, honey. Shoot.
All right, we'll get a contestant on the line. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Matt.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Do you have any kids of your own?
I do, actually. I'm on my way right now to a field trip to Busch Gardens with my youngest. So.
It is field trip week. I think my wife is on our way to a field trip today as well. All right.
Yeah, it's going to be hotter than it's going to be hot. But
yeah, I got to tell you, I don't know how you got suckered into that, man. That's a rough one to be outside today. But Busch Gardens is always fun. You'll get through the day. All right, here's what we're going to do.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to play her side of the story first, then his side of the story, and then you, Matt, are going to tell me whether he is or is not the baby's daddy. Let's hear from her side of the story first.
Chiquita is furious. Her ex-boyfriend, Louis, denies he's the father of her now 2-month-old daughter, Chiquita. Chiquita says Louis is to do anything for Chiquita's baby. Chiquita says Louis is so heartless that when called him to come to the hospital when she was in labor, he told her he would come if she got him a bus pass.
One day bus car, he came for a $5.75. Here you go. $5.75,
That's pretty horrible. That the bus costs $5.75 now. When I was a kid, it cost 75 cents. Oh my God, $5.75 is insane. All right, Chiquita and Louis. Let's hear from Louis.
Chiquita was never my girl. That girl was just a booty call. I know I'm not the father of her baby, Chiquita. Chiquita is a nasty, trashy hoe. That girl paid me $300 just to sleep with her. I know for a fact she was sleeping around with a lot of guys. I even saw her having sex with another dude in her car. Chiquita is not mine. She don't even look like me at all. Chiquita is a gold-digging whore, and she's not gonna get a penny from me. When she found out I'm not her baby's father, she better never contact me again.
I don't think she's getting any pennies from a guy that can't afford to ride the bus.
Yeah. I don't think he knows what a gold digger is.
Now, am I wrong in saying that Chiquita has a baby called Sequita?
Yes.
Am I wrong, or is that doing it?
You're that's, yeah. That's
so Chiquita claims that Louis is the father of her baby, Sequita.
Correct.
And he says there's no way because she was a hoe and sleeping around and all that stuff, because guys can't understand that even if that hoe slept around with 100 guys, your one sperm still could have done the job. Matt knows that. He's got kids of his own. Galvin, I say to you, is he or is he not the baby's daddy?
I say he's so dumb that there is a 100% he is the baby's daddy.
And I got to tell you, I feel terrible for the baby that this is the best as this baby has to get, Chiquita and Louis. But I say he is also the baby's daddy. But Matt, you are the one that counts. Is he or is he not the baby's daddy?
I think he's the baby daddy. I'm calling it.
Yeah, we all agree. Time to check in with the all-knowing Maury Povich and find out if Louis is, in fact, the father of Sequita, daughter of Chiquita. Here we go.
When it comes to 2-month-old
Chiquita.
Louis, you are the father.
We'll try and slow roll us.
Boy, he tried a little swerve like he was calling a bingo number or something. Well, I think that one was pretty obvious. Congratulations, Matt. I will put you on hold and you'll get your choice of prizes, okay?
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Enjoy Busch Gardens today. Oh, that's tough for that poor kid, man.
And
poor
your
kid.
father is now on record calling your mother a dirty whore.
Dirty whore. You didn't have bus pass money to go there.
And that she paid him $300 to have sex with her. Yeah.
I got to ask Alexa something. Alexa, how much is a New York City bus fare? No, that's not right. No. Alexa, stop. Alexa never gets anything right. Hey, Siri, how much is a New York City bus fare? I hear a little fat keys tapping.
That's me.
Do you get it? Do you have anything, Carmen? Because neither one of these.
I have it. It says
bitches
fare
do.
for most riders, select bus services, $2.90. Express buses cost $7. So yeah, or you got your Metro card and da. So between $3 and $7. So about $5, whatever she said.
When I was a kid, it cost 75 cents, but we had bus passes, and you had to show the pass, and you paid a nickel, like a student bus pass. You put a nickel
On
in.
top of the bus pass.
Yeah, on top of the bus pass. Like we get the pass for free from school.
Oh,
Then you
okay.
get on the bus, you show it to the bus driver, and you put a nickel in the little thing. Then, yeah.
I was going to say, I could not imagine living in a city where I didn't have a car.
Yeah,
right. Like, that
You'd be
blows my
surprised, though.
mind.
But let me tell you why it's that big of a deal. Because, like, say in New York, for instance, okay, you live in a neighborhood in New York, and everything you need is in one walking distance of your neighborhood. Like, you want to go to a bar, it's there. You want to go to a supermarket, it's there. A bakery, it's there. They're all like within walking distance. And then if you needed to go, say you're at a doctor's appointment, you had to go to the doctor. There's so many options to just get on a subway. So if your doctor is 50 blocks uptown, you just get on a subway and you go up 50 blocks and you get out and it's right there. It's a lot easier than you think it is. And also you have the option to Uber.
Right, but then you look at this and it's $5 to $7 to take, or $3 to $7 to take a bus.
But that's not that way if you're an everyday user. Like you'll go get I don't know what the price is for a subway, but you'll get a Metro card and you'll get a discount on that by getting like a multi-ride one. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's an express bus. So if you're going from, let's say, St. Petersburg to Tampa, and it has to stop on 100 stops before it gets to Tampa, the express bus one time you'll pay and it'll take 3 stops and take you right there. Yeah. So like we'd pick up an express bus on Staten Island at one bus stop, then it would stop at the ferry, and then it would go straight into the city. So you're there in way less time, and always has nicer seats, like cloth seats, and sit like you would on a passenger bus.
I don't know. Still, it just is so foreign to me because I've never.
Well, how about this? You live in Staten Island and you work in, and I'm of course talking from my experience. You live in Staten Island, you work in the city. You have to take the Verrazano Bridge. I think that's $12 or something along those lines.
Every day?
Yeah.
Twice a day?
Alexa, how much is the toll on the Verrazano Bridge? No, you only hold on. $15. Alexa, stop.
For the day.
$15. Yeah, you only have to pay one way. You get in free, you have to pay to get out.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, and this says annual transit card for NYC, $132 a month.
Oh,
that sounds about right.
That is not annual. That is monthly.
That is monthly. But again, think about your car payment and that's like your insurance payment. So if you didn't have a car payment, but I don't know, that is wild.
Yeah.
I like my car. I like being able to get in my car and go
but the
where I want to
problem
go.
that you have is that now you're, in addition to traffic, you're never finding a place to park. Like Bobby, when he does the bonfire, he has to park at a parking lot, and he has to pay a monthly fee to park in that parking lot. So.
Oh yeah, if you live in those cities, it definitely makes sense to do the bus or the subway and stuff like that. That makes sense.
Here's the other thing is that when I lived in the city, I was like, this is great because I have a car and I'm going to park my car and just leave it. And then when I'll take public transportation, but when I need to use the car, like if I need to go to Jersey, whatever, I have it here, right? But they have alternate side of the street parking. So when the street sweepers come down and the garbage pickup and all that stuff, so you can't even keep your car in the spot. You have to move it to the other side every couple of days. Yeah. It's so annoying.
Did you used to take the Staten Island ferry, Michael, with the car?
I did. It was not necessary. It was more like a fun thing to do.
What is that?
Well, you would take you take the ferry from Staten Island to the city.
Yeah.
You know those ferry boats that Colin Jost and Pete Davidson bought?
Yeah.
They bought the decommissioned ones. Well, it's a big ferry boat. and they have it where you can drive your car onto the ferry.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And then
Remember
they-
Iron Man saves Spider-Man?
Oh,
And the ferry?
okay.
That's the
Yeah,
ferry.
ferry,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you
then
for that, Gio.
the ferry will take you over to the other side. Then you drive your car off, and
Okay.
you have your car in the
That's
city.
pretty cool.
See, I wish we had adopted more of like the European, like the bikes, more bikes,
Yeah.
Well, I
bike
mean,
roads and.
But we
trails
don't
and
have
stuff.
enough small space. Like our downtown is the only area where that's really efficient. Because it's the only area where people are running around all day in that little
Right.
zone.
I just wish that we were able to build that kind of structure. You know what I mean? Because they're adding it to the bridge now, which I think is cool
Yeah.
and helpful.
What do you mean? What are they adding to the bridge?
They're adding like
They have the
a
bike
walk
lane.
slash
Oh,
bike
the bike
lane.
lane, yeah.
So you can get over back and forth because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that is helpful, definitely. But again, once you get over the bridge, now how do
Yeah.
you use your bike to go anywhere?
The problem that you have here in the Tampa Bay area and most of the state of Florida is that there's no public transportation here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for when we have Dale Mabry and we have US 19, we should at minimum have back and forth buses along
Yeah,
19
dude.
and
Yeah.
Dale Mabry. That's
I mean, I know
34th Street.
We've talked about it before, but the pneumatic tunnels would be the easiest form of transportation
You
everywhere.
can't build tunnels in Florida.
You
and-
can.
You can?
Yeah. Well, according to some geologists and
They
stuff,
just
they
tell
say
us
that
we
you
can.
can. Yeah, I haven't looked it up personally, so I don't know for myself. But I have heard other scientists and geologists say that you can build tunnels in Florida.
There's a lot of limestone caverns underneath
Yeah,
us.
yeah, but there's other areas that don't have as much limestone that they say that because I remember when Elon Musk wanted to build some underground stuff.
But
were
he wanted to do
talking
it in
about-
LA.
Yeah, well, I know that at one point he wanted to connect, like LA to New York and then to float to Miami. So yeah, but I think the pneumatic tunnels would be quick, easy. You could fit a bunch of people in them. It's run by compressed air.
Tony Burton just texted me the monthly train pass to Grand Central is $300 a month.
Oh wow,
$300 a month.
that's a
insane.
car payment.
That's insane.
Bananas.
Yeah, out.
Carmen's
I'm
out.
I'm
But
out.
if you had a car, it's even more expensive to try and park your car.
That's what I'm saying. I never want to live in a city where I have to do public
In
transportation.
the city.